This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast, or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Hello and welcome to Deer Creek High School as the Lawton High Wolverines come up to Edmond, Oklahoma to take on the Deer Creek Antlers. Lawton High looking to avoid going 0-2 in district play for the first time in program history and looking to avoid losing to Deer Creek for the first time in program history. Coming into tonight, Lawton High holds the all-time series lead 3-0 since Deer Creek got bumped up to 6A. None of the 3 games have been within even 3 possessions so far in this series rivalry. And we have a lot of good things lined up for you today on the Oklahoma Sports Network. You can check out Stillwater at Midwest City amongst other games on the network today. But this one is where you want to be as Deer Creek gets set to take on the Lawton High Wolverines. And joining me right now is Joshua Sharam. I'm Ryland Stiles. And Josh, how are you doing today as we get ready to broadcast an important game for the Wolverines?
Doing really well, and I'm really excited to get this one started. And as you said, this is an important one for the Wolverines, coming off a really disappointing loss last week. I'm sure you've talked about it, just how disappointing that loss was with all the ins and outs that went into that, and you know, a lot of turnovers and things like that they really need to correct.
Yeah, you talking to Ryan Breeze after the game, and you know, earlier this week, you just hear how disappointed he was in the fact that really this entire season they've been dealing with a lot of sloppy football, which is uncharacteristic for such a storied program with just really, you think about Lawton High, you think about fundamentals and doing things the right way. They haven't done that yet this year, but still boast a 3-1 record. Yeah,
they do have that 3-1 record, but I mean, you'll hear Coach say, you know, he's not happy where this team is. You know, he's not happy where, you know, coming off a loss like last week, and really, you know, this week you really want to focus on getting better. You want to focus on not only getting the win, but having a good quality win, having a win where you don't have those mistakes that you had last week and where you can kind of turn it around and make things going in the right direction.
Yeah, this is going to be a crucial one. Lawton High has never been 0-2 in district play to start the season, so they've got to avoid that, and they've also never lost to Deer Creek. We'll have more for you right for this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. Today's goal? Create a cake masterpiece. What do you think? I should let an expert like Bronwyn help me. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. We know the right ingredients for your small business to succeed. See us for loans, cash flow tools, equipment financing, and more. Trust the experts. Trust Arvest.
No.
Watch Bronwyn create sweet art at our experts' website.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Barres, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Barres Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today. Becker-Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and has been owned by the Raybon family since 1975. They're proud to be a part of the Lawton community and wish each school a safe and successful season. In football, direction is important, and a team relies on the coach. The same is true when dealing with life's changing moments. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. When it comes to measuring levels of service, there are other funeral homes, and then there is ours. Becker-Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
Gardeners, a reminder from your friends at Bedrock Nursery. The fall season is upon us, and now is the best time to plant. Here at Bedrock Nursery, we have a wide selection of trees and shrubs, homegrown annual bedding plants that survive the winter season, hardy garden mums in all your favorite fall colors, and don't forget to bring the kiddos to pick through the largest pumpkin selection in Southwest Oklahoma.
We invite you to come visit Lawton's premier full-service garden center, Bedrock Nursery. Come see the difference at Bedrock Nursery.
At Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we take pride in our quality air conditioner and heater repair and replacement services, as well as providing the highest customer satisfaction. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving Lawton and the surrounding area for over 25 years. We have the knowledge, equipment, and trained technicians to take care of all your heating and cooling needs. Give us a call. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air, 355-1811.
Welcome back to Lawton High football on the Oklahoma Sports Network as the Lawton High Wolverines get set to take on the Deer Creek Antlers. Lawton High coming in at 3-1, Deer Creek coming in at 2-2. Both teams 0-1 in district play. Deer Creek falling to Stillwater a week ago, and Lawton High disappointingly falling to Midwest City last week. I'm Rylan Stiles, and alongside me is Joshua Sherman. Josh, what are the Subway 24th and Gore keys to the game?
Well, keys to the game tonight, I think there's a couple. First, offensively, I really want to see Eric Wiley kind of get in a rhythm, and then, you can't turn the ball over. I think those can kind of go hand in hand sometimes. I know there's, interceptions last week, but really there was turnovers all over the field. It wasn't just him, and it definitely was the whole team. But I think it starts with him. He's the leader of this football team. He's one of the upperclassmen. And so he really has to lead this team after a disappointing loss. How are they going to respond? How are they going to come out and make things different? I think that's the big question tonight. And I'm excited to get this one started and see what the answer is to that question. And I think this is going to be an exciting game. I think it all starts offensively. I think if you can get in a rhythm, because you only put up 7 points last week. And that's really disappointing for this team, a team that's been pretty explosive through the first 3 weeks of the season. And then not being able to put up more than 7 points last week, I think really just kind of put a damper on this whole team. So if you can come out tonight, put some points on the board, then you can really set the tone and have a good week 5.
Yeah, last week the offense was sluggish. It wasn't even the fact that they didn't even score more than 7 points, but they also didn't move the football. And they've got to do that tonight as we get set for the Splash Pools and Spas coin toss. Splash Pools and Spas, let us show you the art of living well. Lawton High will get to call it in the air tonight as they're the road team decked out in their white jersey, white pants, and red helmet. Deer Creek sporting a very fashionable look tonight. I like their uniform combination.
That is nice. Pretty sharp looking.
So we'll see what the Wolverines call on the field. And, it goes back to the conversation we had last week where maybe Coach Breeze, with that slow start on offense, he wants to send a message and take the football if he wins the toss. But maybe he also wants to put his defense on the field. But it all starts with the coin toss that just went into the air. We'll see who won it. Lawton High going to win the toss and elect to defer. So they've won every toss so far this year. Pretty good caller there. Eric Wiley, it looks like, is the one making the call in the air. So they're defer to the second half, and we'll see Newcastle's offense on the field in 2 minutes and 10 seconds right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com. Bridges and Buckner Dentistry at 1802 Northwest 52nd Street has over 32 years of combined experience. They serve Southwest Oklahoma for implant placement and final restorations using guided surgery and CEREC technology. This enables them to do same-day crowns in the office. Call to set up your appointment today or visit them online at bridgesandbucknerdentistry.com.
Join us at the Elmer Thomas Park in Lawton on October 5th and 6th for the Spirit of Survival race, benefiting the Cancer Centers of Southwest Oklahoma. The 14th annual two-day event has bike rides, a half marathon, quarter marathon, 5K, kids marathon, and a spirit walk for all ages. To find out more and to register, please visit spiritofsurvival.com.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Welcome back to Edmond, Oklahoma, as the Lawton High Wolverines get set to take on the Deer Creek Antlers. Lawton High won the toss and elected to defer. You miss both teams coming out of the locker room to start this one off. The meeting of the Zebras is happening right now at the midfield logo, and we're about ready for our first Wayne's drive-in kickoff of the night. But Josh, this defense has been the one constant unit for Lawton High. They struggled a little bit in the first half against MacArthur, but other than that, they've been stellar all season long.
Yeah, they've done a great job, and they've done a good job of also getting turnovers. So not only have we been giving them up, but we've had a lot of chances to where we could get the ball back, and we've gotten it back. Our defense has done a tremendous job, as you said, and that's going to be big tonight. If they can continue to play like they have been, play stout, get some stops, and get some turnovers, then I think it's going to be a great night for the Wolverines.
And so Lawton High has the ball teed up for the first Wayne's drive-in kickoff of the day. Deer Creek back and almost ready to return this one. 12 minutes on the clock and we're ready to go. Again, a crucial game for Lawton High, looking to avoid going 0-2 in district play for the first time in program history.
And you got to love football on Friday night, first weekend of October.
Nice night outside. But luckily you're inside watching Lawton High take on Deer Creek. Here we go. The kick is a high spiral. Going to be fielded and ran to his own teammate. Friendly fire at the 30, and he'll be taken down there. So we'll get our first look at Albert Baker and the rest of the Lawton High defense. In the Brenna Electric first quarter.
Yeah, interesting to see, like you said, you talked about it when we did the coin toss. You know, Lawton High won the toss. They didn't want to get the ball and try to make a statement. They put faith in their defense, and they're going to put them out there, and we'll see what they can do. Like you said, they've been playing well all year. Let's see if they can keep it up here in Week 5.
If there's a unit on this Lawton High team that you want to trust, it is this defense. DeMarcus Andrews in your secondary, already going to have a talk with the Deer Creek head football coach about something. Lawton High faithful getting loud already to give some energy to this Lawton High defense. Not sure what the miscommunication is about. But in the meantime, you can talk about how good this Lawton High pass rush has been.
Yeah, the pass rush, this year has been great. We've been calling names like Albert Baker all year, Milton Knight as well. They've been all in the backfield this season. And you got to love to see that. That's one thing as a defense that you love to see.
The White Hats still meeting with the Deer Creek head football coach, pointing at the end zones for some reason. I'm not sure if they elected the wrong side or what they want to do. All right, we're ready for football now. Deer Creek in an interesting formation here. It looks like a wildcat, and they'll sweep it to the left, and he's going to go down the field with some running room and plow over to Marcus Andrews for a first down. So what a way to start for Deer Creek. The Antlers come out, run a little wildcat, and get a first down.
Yeah, interesting call. You know, obviously we had a little delay there, but finally getting started, and that's unfortunate there, letting Deer Creek get that first down.
So Deer Creek back in this shotgun interesting set here. They're going to sweep it to the other side now. And he's got some more room up the middle, and he's going to get it to the 50-yard line. And that's Elijah Allen, a DB wide receiver, taking the snaps on the first two plays. I haven't seen their quarterback out here yet. And he might be strolling onto the field now. Number 5, Tyler Travis, is actually their running back. I'm not sure what they're doing. Pistol set now for Deer Creek. And they'll give it up the middle He's got room to run in a first down. And he'll be tripped up to 40, but he keeps running all the way down near the 30-yard line. Tyler Travis, the man who made it happen.
Deer Creek having their way so far on their first drive, just moving the ball at will down on the Wolverines. Wolverines have to plant their heels on the ground, see if they can't get a stop.
And we spent the entire pregame raving about Lawton High, and really they've held up to their standard right now. They're a bend but don't break defense. They've given up a ton of yards. Top 10 in 6A2. There's the snap and the fake handoff. A read option play gets stuffed in the backfield for a loss. They're top 10 in yards given up, but the points is what matters, and they haven't given up very many of those outside of the first half against MacArthur.
And great job by Milton Knight that time on the stop, getting in the backfield, forcing that 4 or 5 yard loss, and that's that penetration that we talked about that this team's been really well at, and apparently they like to do it when the team is in their territory.
So 9:50 to go in the Brennan's electric first quarter. Pistol set for Deer Creek. Again, they're going to run a read option play. Hands it off to the running back who's got room to run to the 30-yard line. So he'll gain 5. So Tyler Travis again on the carry.
And this is a big third down for this defense. See if you can't get off the field. They've been moving the ball on you. They had a good second down run. And now 3rd and long. Big down here.
Shotgun set for Hauska. He'll drop back the pass for the first time tonight. Pressure off the edge by Albert Baker. Can't get there. Completes a pass at line of scrimmage. And he rolls off of a tackle for a first down. It was pure effort there on the screen play to Tyler Travis, who's been all over the field tonight so far.
And how about that? Deer Creek continuing to move the ball.
Galvin Hoska, your quarterback tonight, 1 for 1. You've got a timeout on the field. And we're going to delay the game for lightning in the area with 8:54 to go in the first quarter. I guess that's what the conversation was about on the field before the game. I didn't notice anything in the press box. That's on me. Should have had the radar going.
I didn't see it until just about the last play. There was a lightning strike over there. So
right now we have 8:54 on the game clock in the first quarter. This is the first possession of the game, and we're already going to be into a delay. Deer Creek has the ball in the red zone right now. If you're Lawton High, you've dealt with this before. You've dealt with this before in your scrimmage earlier in the year against Edmond. Santa Fe, they came up here to Edmond, they played Santa Fe, and they had a delay in that scrimmage, and Ryan Bree said, we came out flat after that, so the scrimmage kind of went downhill after the delay, but that was a good teaching moment for them on what they can do differently this time. They also had a delay against Eisenhower, but that game was not picked back up. This game, however, is a district game. It has to be picked back up. Eventually, right now, we're going to head into a 30-minute delay at least, and then we'll see how we can go from there.
Yeah, and really unfortunate. Just kick off, just get the game started, and then there go the players back into the locker room, and that's always not a good sight to see when you're playing football. And players, their muscles get tight, and things you got to come back later, 30 minutes at least, and stretch out again. So we'll see how the Wolverines fare against that. But like you said, good learning experience. This isn't our first go at weather this season. It's not the Wolverines' first go at it, and so good learning experience, and hopefully they'll come out and be absolutely fine.
Yeah, we'll see how they come out after the 30-minute break. Again, right now you're scoring nothing in the first quarter. 8:50 to go, and we're in a lightning delay. And again, this being a district game, it has to be played eventually. We could be coming back Monday. We could be getting it done tonight. We'll see how it goes, but we'll take a quick timeout on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Join us at the Elmer Thomas Park in Lawton on October 5th and 6th for the Spirit of Survival race, benefiting the Cancer Centers of Southwest Oklahoma. The 14th annual 2-day event has bike rides, a half marathon, quarter marathon, 5K, kids marathon, and a spirit walk for all ages. To find out more and to register, please visit spiritofsurvival.com.
When you suffered an injury or medical emergency, all you want is your life back. Comanche County Memorial Hospital, working in partnership with Jim Thorpe Rehabilitation, is proud to be the gold standard of care for inpatient and outpatient rehabilitation in Southwest Oklahoma. Our caring team of experts are there for you literally every step of the way to help you gain independence and achieve your goals. When the unexpected happens, trust Jim Thorpe Rehabilitation at CCMH.
Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Here at Carpet One, we have a great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, laminate, and area rugs. With all this, you're sure to find exactly what you want for your home. Come browse our exclusive selection or give Carpet One at Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Crowning Around in the Tux Room at 215 Southwest C Avenue in Lawton has been serving the surrounding area for the past 13 years. Specializing in prom, homecoming, and pageant dresses, plus budget bridesmaid dresses starting at $79. Plus, they are your headquarters for tux rentals for the individual or the entire group, with wedding packages starting at just $66. You can even shop the entire collection found online at crowningaround.com. Crowning Around in the Tux Room, 215 Southwest C Avenue.
Welcome back to Lawton High football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. If you're just tuning in, Lawton High and Deer Creek have been in a weather delay since the 8:54 mark in the first quarter, so you've missed only 4 plays of this football game. And on all 4 plays, Deer Creek gained positive yardage and got themselves down to the 21-yard line. Knocking on the door of the red zone are the Antlers, as the two teams are warming up right now to kick things back off. Game time now set to resume at 8:19. Players stretching right now to get things loose and ready to go. But again, the actual game will kick back off at 8:19. Deer Creek will have the ball at the 21-yard line, 1st and 10 from that spot, looking to go into the end zone on the first drive of the game against Lawton High. I'm Ryland Stiles, alongside me is Joshua Sherm. And Josh, Lawton High looking to avoid going 0-2 in district play for the first time in program history, and also looking to avoid losing to Deer Creek for the first time in program history. And we were talking off air, and you called this a must-win game for Lawton High.
Yeah, it is, and the reason I say that,
Welcome back to Deer Creek, Oklahoma, as the Lawton High Wolverines get set to take on the Deer Creek Antlers. Again, this is still the first quarter of this football game. We're 2 minutes away from game action to give you a little bit of an update of where we're at on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Welcome back to Edmond, Oklahoma, as the Lawton High Wolverines get set to take on the Deer Creek Antlers. Again, this is still the first quarter. We've had a weather delay ever since the 8-minute mark. The read option play goes absolutely nowhere. Lawton High all over it and pushes Deer Creek back a couple of yards.
yeah, it's a good job by Albert Baker coming out of this break with the rain and the lightning and getting a good stop in the backfield. Coming and hitting Deer Creek in the mouth. That's exactly what the Wolverines needed.
So 8:30 to go in the first quarter. Again, we've had a weather delay since the 4th play of this football game, and we're just now resuming play. Shotgun set for the Antlers. That's Galvin Hauschka dropping back to pass, his second pass attempt of the day over the middle. It's caught and dropped at the 5-yard line. DeMarcus Andrews made a play on the football to bat one away.
The Wolverines, fortunate at that time, hits him right in the hands. Pretty good throw. And just unfortunate for Deer Creek to not haul that in. And the ball was pretty much right on the money, right to the receiver. But it sets up 3rd and long. See if you can't get off the field or get a stop.
Pistol set on 3rd and 12. Here comes the handoff up the middle. It goes nowhere. Runs into a brick wall of Wolverines, and that brings up 4th and long. DeMarcus Andrews amongst the scrum.
I guess that lightning delay is just what the doctor ordered for the Wolverines, as Deer Creek was easily marching the football down before the break, and now you hold them to a field goal attempt.
So we'll see a long field goal attempt from Deer Creek. Good snap, good hold. Rush off the edge, can't get there. Kick is up, kick is good. Deer Creek puts 3 points on the board early here in the week 2 of district play. We'll be back after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Hey, it's Al Eschbach. Let me tell you about Darby's Big Furniture in Lawton and Duke, Oklahoma. They have over 110 years supporting the community and adding style and comfort to your home. They have a huge selection of living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture, plus mattresses, entertainment pieces, outdoor furniture, and so much more. Darby's Big Furniture in Lawton and Duke offers no pressure shopping and free delivery. You don't get to be fifth generation in the furniture business in Oklahoma without knowing your customer and your product. All roads lead to Darby's. Check them out at darbysfurniture.com.
Welcome back to Deer Creek, Oklahoma, as Lawton High gets set to receive the second Wayne's Drive-In kickoff of the night. A 1-hour drive by Deer Creek, thanks to a weather delay, gets them 3 points on the board. Lawton High looking to answer here for their first offensive possession, but first, we get a Wayne's Drive-In kickoff. Wayne's Drive-In, home of the best burgers and cherry lemonades in town, and this one is booted into the end zone. I was watching him in warm-ups, and he is a boomer. He also doubles as their punter, so he can flip the field position any way you slice it.
Yeah, and good job by the Wolverines coming out of that rain delay and getting a stop. It looked like Deer Creek was easily marching it down the field. It looked like they were going to put 6 points on the board right out of the gate. And instead, we only give up 3 coming out of the rain delay, or the lightning delay, I should say. And now we get to see how this Lawton High Wolverine offense looks tonight.
And the first 2 offensive plays for Lawton High goes nowhere. And it's 7:20 to go in the first quarter. Lawton High has struggled offensively the last couple of weeks here. And they need to get things turned around in a hurry. Eric Wiley in the shotgun set, the senior quarterback. Dropping back, surveying, looking for Chat to Reed the whole way. He found him. Reed at the 30 is going to dance backwards, and it'll be close at the line of scrimmage, and they're going to give him the first down for Lawton High.
Well, that's great awareness by Chateau Reed there, realizing where the first down marker is. And even though he tried to cut it upfield and tried to get something, he just sat right down because he knew he had the first down.
Wiley under center now. He's going to hand it off on a stretch play to Devin Simpson. Devin Simpson has some running room. He's got a first down, and he's still running to the 50-yard line for Lawton High.
Great run by Mr. Simpson to the far side. Has a huge hole that he runs through and plowing over guys across the 50. Or to the 50. Great run.
And there's the handoff to the first down marker all the way down to the 40-yard line for Devin Simpson.
That counter play set up by Torrin Grant, the pulling guard, pulling from the left side of the line, going to the right, and getting a huge block to set up that run.
Flag on the play going to be holding against the Wolverines. So negate the first down and back them up. That's something we've seen Lawton High struggle with on both sides of the football, getting penalized in games that cost them big plays.
Yeah, I mean, that time you have a pretty good run there. Good counter play, and have to bring it all back and start all over. You still gained a yard total, but still put you back.
So 1st and 9 for Wiley. He's got Chateau Reed on the near side. Going to hand it off up the middle to Christian Houston, who powers forward for about 5 yards.
And it's so good to see this Wolverine offense move the ball. Last week we saw them get especially no push off the offensive line. Tonight doing pretty well.
Single back formation for Lawton High. Going to hand it off on the stretch play. That gains a couple. But one thing you see from both defenses is them swarming to the football.
And both teams doing a good job defensively, not giving up any huge plays. now this sets up a crucial 3rd and short.
3rd and 2 with 5:30 to go in the first quarter. And the referees will blow it dead. Someone wants a timeout. I think it'll be Lawton High. Nope. Deer Creek wants a timeout. We'll take one with them on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Welcome back to Lawton High football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I'm Rylan Stiles, and alongside me is Joshua Sharam, and a critical 3rd down with 2 yards to gain for the Lawton High Wolverines coming up right now at the 5:26 mark in the Brennan Electric first quarter. Wiley under center now. Wiley going to hand off to Simpson. He's going to lose a couple yards. Excuse me, that was Christian Houston who gets dropped for a loss of about 4. A critical 4th down now in no man's land. At the 5-minute mark in the first quarter, they're going to send the punting unit out there. Is Ryan Breeze.
Yeah, and I like this decision by Coach Breeze. It's early in the game. You can definitely pin them back close to their own end zone if you get a good punt here. And you have pretty good faith in your defense. They played well coming out of that lightning delay, so not a bad decision.
Haven't seen many punts from Lawton High so far this year. Good snap, and the punt is away. 2 returners back, and be fair, caught at the 10-yard line by Deer Creek. And so if you're Lawton High, really the defensive side of the ball on the first possession got carved up on the running game up into the 20-yard line. At the 20-yard line, they shirred up, and it kind of goes back to their MO this entire season, which was bend but don't break. Hopefully, they don't even bend this drive.
Yeah, hopefully we can stop them. They're backed up deep inside their own territory. On about the 12-yard line, so hopefully we can get a stop, get off the field, and see if your offense can't get something going here early in this game.
Pistol set for the Antlers. Hands it off, and he's got some running room down the sidelines. A 1st down, and that moves the chains for Deer Creek unless he stepped out of bounds early. The chain gang thought he got a 1st down, so did I, but looks like his foot went out at the 20-yard line. Play clock not working. Shotgun set now. Hauschka sends a man in motion. Lawton High jumps early, but did a lineman flinch? And the Antlers did flinch, which drew Lawton High off sides, and then I'll back them up.
Finally, Lawton High catches a break. Seems like Lawton High always committing those offside penalties, but that was at the result of Deer Creek jumping first.
Pistol set on 2nd and 7. He'll give it to Tyler Travis. Travis has some running room, spins his man off his back, and he's got a 1st down. The 1st down's official this time.
It is official that time, and he just would not go down. He just denied the Wolverines the opportunity to bring him down and kept moving his feet, and results in a pretty hefty gain and a 1st down for the Antlers.
First and 10 for the Antlers. Wild Antler on the field now. They'll do a swing play, and they'll get about 5 or 6. And that's been their bread and butter play all night long. They ran that play 3 times on their first possession, each time resulting in at least 5 yards.
Yeah, and that big offensive line of Deer Creek definitely getting their job done up front, handling, for the most part, this Lawton High defensive line. And we'll see what Lawton High defense does to combat that, but they're getting incredible control up front in the trenches.
So 2nd and 4, the shotgun. That's Travis going to keep himself in the wild antler, and he'll lose a yard.
It's a big 3rd down coming up for the Wolverine defense. If you give this up, it really gives them all the momentum back to Deer Creek. They move the chains yet again. But if you can get off the field, you can get the ball back to your offense and get things moving in the right direction.
Shotgun set for Deer Creek. Gonna throw it at the sticks. He's got his man, and he's got the 1st down.
That's a pretty interesting spot there by the referees. It looked like he clearly got it.
0 for 2 tonight by me, 4th and inches.
I tell you, it was right at those sticks, and it really seemed like he was just over. But fortunate for the Wolverines, 4th and short.
So they'll send a heavy package in to try to get this inch. They only need the nose of the football. Pistol set. Couple tight ends along the line to help them out. And instead, we'll get a timeout on the field. 2nd of the half for Deer Creek. We'll take one with them on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Welcome back to Deer Creek, Oklahoma, as Lawton High is faced with a 4th and 2 defensively. Deer Creek looking for an inch, on this critical 4th down. Deer Creek on their first possession put a field goal on the board. Lawton High went 3 and out. 4th and an inch.
Big 4th down here for this defense.
And that timeout, the 2nd of the half for Deer Creek, has changed their game plan. Instead of going for it traditionally, they're going to punt it away, and they are going to have a jet sweep on the punt, and they're going to get the 1st down. Notice I said traditionally, so that does not count as a mark against me. 1st down for Deer Creek. Creative play there. They actually went the long way to gain an inch.
Wow, he caught that about 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he just had plenty of room here to the near side, and big 1st down, and man, what a big 4th down that turned out to be as they move the chains and they're putting their offense back out there.
Not every day you see a motion on a punt. That should have raised a red flag for everybody in the stadium. All alone as House goes. Going to look to throw. He's got his man for about 4 yards. He's only thrown 1 incompletion tonight, which wasn't his fault. Hit him right in the hands, and he dropped it on the way to the ground. But he's been on fire tonight, slinging the pill.
And recently he's had the route of hitting the safe routes, hitting the safe throws, making the safe throws, and it's worked out well for him so far.
He's been the prototypical game manager, but when you have a guy like Tyler Travis in the backfield, who's ran all over Lawton High and continues to do so right now, almost getting a 1st down. The 2nd effort does get him the 1st down, and then we'll have another push-off. Tyler Travis has been incredible tonight.
Yeah, that is incredibly impressive. Pushing the pile, not going down. And they're continuing to move the football, and this Wolverine defense better watch out.
Pistol set for Deer Creek. Hands it off to Travis. Travis, shortest gain of the night. Only 2 yards there.
Yeah, and Lawton High really has to recover, really has to get used to this fast pace. I know they kind of slowed it down there, but Deer Creek likes to go fast, seems like tonight.
And they'll hand it off here and have nowhere to go.
Much better job that time by the defense, stopping them at the line of scrimmage, making them lose about a yard or so. Great job setting up 3rd and long. They are on your side of the 50, so if they don't get this, interesting 4th down. They already went for it on 4th and inches back in their own territory.
10 seconds and counting to go in the Brennan's Electric first quarter. Brennan Electric for commercial or residential electric needs. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Your score, Deer Creek 3, Lawton High nothing. We'll be right back after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Welcome back as the Lawton High Wolverines are looking to stop the Deer Creek Antlers from scoring yet again. They put up 3 points in the first quarter, Deer Creek did, in the Brennan's Electric first quarter. And now they're looking to do the same in the high volume second quarter. So 12 minutes on the board, and we'll get ready to go here in the second quarter.
And get ready. This Lawton High defense needs to find a way to get a stop here on 3rd and long.
Hauschkal alone. He'll drop back to pass at the marker. And the ball is dropped there, bringing up 4th and 10.
Yeah, great job forcing them into a kind of a punting situation again on your 43-yard line. So that bend but don't break is kind of happening here again tonight. They gave up the 1 field goal, but they didn't give up a touchdown so far tonight. We'll see if they can get the ball this time on the punt.
Now, Deer Creek's punter really impressed me in warm-ups. We'll see how accurate he is. The kick is away, and it's a boomer. And it'll take a neutral bounce like Switzerland and then roll Lawton High's way all the way down to the 19-yard line. So the Lawton High offense looking to get something started for the first time since really the MacArthur game.
Yeah, this Lawton High offense hasn't looked very good, especially last week, only getting 7 points. 7 points on the board. But this week, you move the ball a little bit on your first drive, but not anywhere near what we like to see, and we'll see if they can do better here on their second offensive possession.
Why are they going to drop back and hand it off to Simpson? Simpson met in the backfield immediately by about the entire Deer Creek population.
Yeah, there was absolutely nowhere to go for Mr. Simpson. Counter play just broke down. DeMarcus Andrews looked like he couldn't quite stay on his block and just kind of snowballed from there. See if they can turn it around.
The hard count doesn't fool anyone. Wiley's going to reset. The senior gunslinger under center. Quickly going to fire one to DeMarcus Andrews on a screen play. Big play to DeMarcus Andrews. Does it again. A first down for Lawton High. When you need a spark, call DeMarcus Andrews.
Yeah, I love it. Get the ball out quick and just a breakdown defensively. No one out there covering him. And it results in a big first down catch and run by DeMarcus Andrews.
Wiley under center. Going to hand it off now. Looking for some running room at Simpson. Christian Houston. He has running room. Houston past the 40.
How about that run? Inside Deer Creek territory. Just breaks the tackle and just keeps going. And it's always scary when you see them kind of tumble into like a roll out of bounds. But he hops up real quick. No problems.
Houston back in the backfield now. They'll give it to him again. He'll cut it up again. He's got running room again. Christian Houston lowers the shoulder and gets him into the Billingsley Hyundai red zone.
Great vision here. I want you to watch this. Hands it off up the middle, and then he just cuts back, seated there to the left. What a great job by Christian Houston. Then he just lowers his shoulder there at the end of the play. Great run. You got to love that from your running back here early in this game.
Replay is brought to you by the Lawton Fire Department. Going to hand it off to Christian Houston, who's been on fire recently, and he'll get dropped back. Going to cool him off there on 1st and 10, bring up 2nd and 10. Lawton High's been pretty good in the Billingsley Hyundai red zone. Let's see if they can continue that trend. Play action pass for Wiley. Throwing it over the middle and just cannot connect with DeMarcus Andrews.
Yeah, unfortunately, couldn't connect on there. On that pass, and it looked like he had plenty of room. Maybe he could have tucked it up and run, but he had a receiver open down the field as well. Just couldn't quite hold on to it. Made a good throw. Just unfortunate that the receiver couldn't haul it in.
Christian Houston back there with Eric Wiley in the backfield. Wiley under center. Flag on the play. That's going to be against Lawton High. I didn't see anyone on Deer Creek jump. False start is the initial signal from the line judge and the white hat. So false start against Lawton High. Back them up some more yards on 3rd and 10. That'll bring up 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 for Lawton High.
Yeah, and those penalties have really killed this Wolverine team this season. We've seen it since pretty much all season, since week 1. Sloppy play.
Wiley looking for the pass. Pump fake. Go route. And here it is in the end zone for Lawton High. Jump ball. Incomplete. If you're going to throw a jump ball, that's the guy you want to throw it to. The Baylor commit, Chateau Reed.
Absolutely. I love the call. Love the pump fake. And then the vision to go downfield. Had a step on him, but just couldn't quite connect. Defender caught up to him, and it looked like there may have been pass interference. He definitely didn't have his head turned around looking for the ball, just shielding the receiver, but sets up a 4th and 15.
On 4th and 15, looks like Coach Breeze is going to elect to keep his offense on the field. Wiley all alone in the shotgun set. Wiley going to go back to pass, stepping up in the pocket and firing into the end zone. And incomplete. Too far for anyone. No one was home on 4th and 15. And they'll turn it over back to Deer Creek.
Yeah, and that would have been about a 41 or 42-yard field goal. So I understand the decision there on 4th down. Just kind of lob it up to the end zone, and just a little too far of a throw. Out of the reach of anyone. But the defense has played well tonight, only giving up that field goal so far. See if they can get another stop.
So 9:49 to go in the half. Pistol set for Hauschka. He'll hand it off to Travis. Tyler Travis going to gain a couple. Tyler Travis, the 5'8 senior, has been a standout for Deer Creek so far tonight.
That he has. He's been getting the workload, too, tonight. Quite a bit of running from the Antlers.
Good snap, and the handoff up the middle. And get turned up right at the sticks. Let's see where they spot it. And they will award Deer Creek a first down.
Yeah, and he just continues to move his feet. Whenever he gets the ball, he just may not have, the best vision ability, but he does a great job of just hitting the holes, hitting them hard, and keeping his feet moving and not going down.
The pitch play of the pistol set, that's something you see every day, gets about a yard, but there is a flag on the play.
Looks like that might be holding against Deer Creek.
Seems that way. It will be holding against the Antlers, and that'll back them up and put them behind the chains on first down.
And you need to take advantage of this if you're Lawton High. They're behind the chains. See if you can't get a stop.
Dropping back the passes. Hauschka throws it into heavy traffic, and it's batted down by, looks like, Jeremiah McGee. So 2nd and 20.
Yeah, kind of a dangerous pass there by Deer Creek into some traffic. 2nd and long.
Elijah Reyes and DeMarcus Andrews, your safety is going to get tested here on 2nd and 20, I'm sure. Hauschka back to pass, going to throw. Quickly gets hit as he throws, and it's over top of everybody. Pressure came right up the chute by Lawton High.
Yeah, to just kind of hit the fingertips, a little high pass, but couldn't haul it in, and it's going to set up this 3rd and long, and it's exactly what you wanted. The holding penalty puts them behind the chains. You get a stop on 1st and 20, stop on 2nd and 20, and now you have 3rd and 20 to try to get off the field.
3rd and 20. Dropping back the passes, Hauschka. Hauschka going for it all, and he has nobody home, batted down by Lawton High at the 40-yard line. So that'll bring up 4th and 20. The punting unit will come on for Deer Creek, and Lawton High is going to take it back over and try to put some points on the board.
Yeah, that was Gilmore Kelly over there on that far side in coverage, keeping his eye on the ball and making a good little deflection over there, making sure they don't convert that 3rd and long. And now, punting situation, you can give the ball back to your offense.
The preseason All-Stater Chateau Reed Baylor commit back to return this punt. Let's see what he can do with it. End over end kick can be fielded by Chateau at the 30-yard line. Looking for some space to run, makes a move there. He's got some green if he can get the edge. He's got the edge past the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 45. Looks like he got hit on the white, but
good return there by Devin Simpson. He got the edge and just turned it up almost to midfield. Looks like to the 47 is where they're going to put it, and that's a great place to start if you're the Lawton High offense.
Simpson back in the backfield for Lawton High as the running back. 1st and 10, Wiley, man in motion. And he'll give it off on a stretch play to Simpson. Simpson going to get upended at the line of scrimmage.
kind of got picked up on that play and just kind of thrown back.
Wiley, offset shotgun. Let's see if he goes to the air here. He will. Play action, screenplay. Floats it over to Chateau Reed, who gains maybe a yard due to forward progress.
They will give him that yard, and, you know, I like the play call. Get it out quick to your playmaker over on the far side. Looked like he had some running room for like a second, but that ended quick. Deer Creek defense gets a good stop on second down and 3rd and long.
3rd and 10, 7 minutes to go in the half. Wiley dropping back to pass. Wiley throwing over the middle. Too high and incomplete. So 4th and long for Lawton High. Are they going to send the punting unit out there? Looks like they will.
That was a bullet of a pass by Eric Wiley. Trying to get it to Micah Avendano. I like the play call. Over the middle of the field. Right to the sticks. Just couldn't quite haul it in. A little bit off target, and now you punt the ball back to Deer Creek.
End over end is the punt. 2 returners back. It's going to take a Lawton High bounce. Scooped up to the 10-yard line. He'll make a spin move and get tackled down about the 15. Luckily, the field has drained pretty well in Deer Creek. Had a monsoon earlier.
Yes, it was coming down. Glad that it has stopped.
6:54 to go in the half. Gavin Hauschka, pistol set. Going to hand it off. And he'll get stopped after a gain of a couple and pushed all the way back. But again, forward progress should have moved it up, but I guess not.
It looked like there may have been a fumble on that play. I heard a couple people yell ball and then a mad dash for it, but it looks like Deer Creek fell back on it. So kind of hard to see from this angle, but popped out of there. Big pile.
That negates the forward progress, of course. Pistol set, motion. And they'll gain about 5 yards. Inspired running there by Tyler Travis, the senior halfback.
And we've seen that pretty much all night from the Deer Creek offense. May not have the big plays, but have definitely moved the ball against the Lawton High defense, and especially on the ground.
So 3rd and 6. Screen play on, and it's hit immediately. Christian Houston was there, but Caleb Fuller made the tackle. Well, that's one thing about this defense. They trust Caleb Fuller on an island almost every play, and he proved why right there. Great instincts not to go into the blocker, but instead go around the blocker and immediately meet the intended target. So 4th and 6, Deer Creek going to punt. Punter's going to have his heels almost at the goal line. If you can get some pressure off the edge with Christian Houston, you'd be in good shape. 5:19 to go in the half. High snap, and a rugby style this one. And Devin Simpson's back, and he will not touch it. It takes a Deer Creek bounce all the way past the 20-yard line. The punter continues to impress for Deer Creek. That sure is a weapon in high school football, when you can get a punter who can flip the field position that drastically.
Yeah, and they got some amazing bounces, just hit and immediately went forward toward that end zone, and there was no coming back, no backspin on that. It was all forward. All forward. Fortunate for Deer Creek, but puts Lawton High back close inside their own 20. So see if they can continue to move the football.
Or start. Play clock still turned off for some reason. Haven't had it this entire quarter. Maybe it's being kept on the field. Hand off to Houston. Houston looking for the edge and fumbles it forward. Who has it? He just lost the football. Deer Creek says that they have it. Lawton High's not arguing. They're walking off the field, but who has it? It will be Deer Creek. So Christian Houston just threw the ball forward, and Deer Creek will recover and be in business here offensively.
Yeah, that's just devastating. Your defense is playing really well, gets another stop, punts it. Deer Creek punts it, and then first play from scrimmage, you put the ball on the turf and give Deer Creek great field position, almost inside the red zone starting out. So defense has to step up again.
Looking for the first points in the Brennan's Electric second quarter. Excuse me, the high volume second quarter. Swing pass out to Travis. Travis going to pick it up there and get to the 30. He's got running room down the sidelines, and he is pushed out of bounds right near the goal line. Going to be out at about the 5-yard line. The high volume second quarter. Visit them at 2706 Northwest Sheridan Road for car, truck, or main stereo fixes. You can visit them and they'll get you fixed up. Put in a new stereo in your car, maybe a little upgrade, maybe some new speakers, subwoofer. You never know what you might need. Put an aux cable in there so that we can listen to us on your commutes. Wild Antler, it's going to be driven backwards. Caleb Fuller with a Superman tackle there.
Yeah, that's a good job showing. They've been showing all kinds of formations tonight. That time Elijah Allen in the backfield again. But great job by the Wolverine defense swarming, getting a tackle for loss back at the 9-yard line.
High volume gets you stereo that will blow your mind. You can catch all these games on demand for a year or purchase them to keep forever. Handoff to Travis. Travis is going to get pushed all the way up to about the 1-yard line. Did he get in? No. Stopped at the goal line.
Well, good job not letting him get across the goal line, but now they're on the inch line. It's third down. Can you get another stop here with literally less than a foot to go for Deer Creek?
Third and goal. Only an inch to gain. Quarterback sneak likely, and there it is. No signal yet. It doesn't look like he's got it.
Wow.
They will say he doesn't have it. Fourth and even less of an inch.
How about that? The Lawton High defense.
And Deer Creek's going to send out the field goal unit, although their special teams has been pretty sneaky. When the offense ran off the field, they were signaling the players were something. And, in fact, it'll just be a jumbo set. Odd formation. Wild Antler on now. Only need an inch. It's a high snap, bobbled up, and he'll lose yards. They got too cute. A quarterback sneak probably gets into the end zone. Instead, they turn it over on downs.
I know it didn't work on third down, but like you said, I wouldn't go away from that quarterback sneak. You're just so close. It's like a couple centimeters away from 6 points, and they put out a different formation. And how about that? The Lawton High Wolverine defense coming up clutch again. After giving the fumble away, Deer Creek inside your territory, deep inside your territory. They're moving the ball, get down to the inch line, and you make a good stand. How about that?
Sometimes you can just outsmart yourself. You mentioned it on the last drive that Deer Creek's really controlled the line of scrimmage. Give it another chance on the quarterback sneak. Instead, they got cute and fumbled the football. Lawton High going to hand it off up the middle and gain maybe a yard. Christian Houston gets swung down. He gets actually flung forward for a couple more yards, though.
Yeah, kind of give you a little more room, not much. Houston will still be standing at the goal line back there.
Second and medium, going to give it to Houston. And Houston's met at the line of scrimmage. I like the decision, though, to go right back to Christian Houston. Even after the fumble last possession, you still got to dance with the girl you brought to the dance. And Christian Houston's been incredible all season long. His first mistake of the year, I like that they're going right back to him. But now you got third and medium. You're really in a position where you prefer not to pass because a lot of things can go wrong. But also, Deer Creek's controlled line of scrimmage. Do you think you can get this on a run? We'll see what they do here.
Well, and you gave yourself a little more room with those couple runs on first and second.
Reed is going to be the intended target at the line of scrimmage. He's going to be caught. He had to jump for it. Eric Wiley going to steer him down the whole way. Gave him a little signal before the snap and immediately went over there. Didn't even look for any other option. First down, Lawton High.
I love it. The confidence the lax coverage over there on that far side. Coming on a kind of a curl route there, right at the sticks, and picks up a big first down.
1:30 and counting as Lawton High looking to put some points on the board before halftime. Again, why are they going to stare down Reed? And again, he's got him down the sidelines. Chateau Reed, after a quiet week 3, has had a big possession in week 4.
Yeah, great job there by Chateau Reed, and if you get him hot, watch out. He is definitely a threat. They're playing off him at the line of scrimmage. See, almost 7 yards.
Misdirection play, the end around play. It's going to gain maybe a couple.
Slow developing, and they're going to get Micah Avendano here on the hold. Clear as day. And on a play that didn't develop hardly at all, that holding really sets you back.
So 1:16 to go in the half. Lawton High trying to tie it up before the second intermission. Already had an hour-long weather delay, and we're about to have the halftime break in a minute. Wiley has no sense of urgency right now, but they've got all 3 timeouts to play with. He'll drop back to pass. Staring down Chateau Reed again. Doesn't look off of him once. Throws it at the sidelines and too high. It's an interesting look that Lawton High is getting with Chateau. You saw last week Midwest City pressed him and also had additional help come over once the snap happened. Right now they're just saying, hey, beat us with Chateau Reed, and that's not exactly the game plan I'd use, because Chateau Reed will beat you if you give him the chance.
Yeah, absolutely. If you leave him open, he's definitely going to hurt you. We saw it on the last 2 completed passes. Couldn't connect that time.
Design quarterback rollout for Wiley. Wiley got to get away with it. He's got to get it away. He does, and it's caught by Ershon Gilmore Kelly. But that'll keep the clock rolling. Under 40 seconds right now. 3rd and long. 3rd and 24.
And I'm surprised Coach Breeze isn't using his timeouts to try and move it downfield.
And there's the handoff to Simpson. Simpson cuts it back, and Simpson's looking for some running room down the sidelines and can't quite get out of bounds. You saw the clock will keep rolling, but you saw Lawton High take a timeout when Midwest City was kneeling in the 4th quarter. Don't waste one at all here in the first half. So that'll bring up 4th and short. Again, still not calling a timeout. Looks like they're going to go ahead and be content with taking this one to the break, I think. I mean, you only got 5 seconds left. They're going to line up over the ball with 3 seconds left. And finally, we get a timeout from Lawton High. We'll stay right here. I mean, if you're Lawton High, what are you going to do on 4th and 4 on the opposite side of the 50?
Yeah, I'm not sure outside of just chuck one down the field, but I'm really surprised that they didn't use those timeouts. They had all 3.
This is their first use timeout of the half.
First use timeout, and I'm just surprised they didn't use it when there was like 45 seconds left, 40 seconds, and then it got down to 20.
Instead they used it at 2nd 4.
Yeah, and then it was continuing to roll, so you're missing out on opportunities. But I don't know if they didn't realize that over there. I didn't know what the game plan was, but they finally decided to use one, and I guess you're going to chuck one down the field and see if you can't get a miracle Hail Mary here.
The officials trying to get the scoreboard operator to put 4 seconds back on the clock. They finally do. So you've got 4 seconds, enough time for one play after calling your first timeout of the half at the 4-second mark. Eric Wiley does have a strong arm, though, so if you can get protection, you can try to fire it down to Chateau Reed, or you can take it into the break. We'll see what they do here. Wiley in the offset shotgun. Dropping back the pass, surveying the field this time. Stepping up in the pocket. He'll launch one. And it's going to be double coverage on Chateau Reed, and it'll be incomplete. So that will take us to the Phillips Music halftime show. Second intermission here in Deer Creek. Your score 3-0. This is Lawton High football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
It's time to start cracking it, cooking it, buttering it, grilling it, baking it, brewing it. McDonald's fires up the griddle every morning so you can start digging in and enjoying it. And saving with the Mix and Match deal. Choose from Sausage McMuffin with egg, Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit, or Bacon, Egg, and Cheese McGriddles, 2 for just $4. Add any size soft drink for just $1. Make your morning routine a little better.
Introducing Nissan's Bottom Line Sales Event.
In this event, it's all about your bottom line.
Take $4,000 off Frontiers and $8,000 off 2019 Titans. With our industry-leading 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, the Titan can handle any workload you choose.
The Murano takes $7,500 off your bottom line, and Altima $5,000 off and 2.4% financing for 60 months.
Nissan of Lawton.
The right car at the right price.
Nobody moves more real estate than Pam and Barry's team.
And that's why our clients keep coming back to us.
We had some friends that recommended the Pam and Barry team, and they exceeded all of our expectations.
Our home sold in 3 days. It was a wonderful and easy experience.
And we would love to help you.
So follow the signs of Pam and Barry's team at RE/MAX at 248-8800. We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Phillips Music Company is now the largest and most complete music store in Southwest Oklahoma. They're excited to be your source for all Fender guitars and accessories, with band instruments from Yamaha and Conn-Selmer, guitars from Ibanez, Paul Reed Smith, and Siegel, the latest in music tech from Roland, Yamaha, and Line 6, and a great selection of recording hardware and software, all at the best price with great local service and lessons available on most instruments. Visit phillipsmusic.com to shop online or stop by. Phillips Music, 107 Southwest Sheridan Road. Looking for an opportunity to advance in the workplace? Republic Paperboard Company in Lawton, Oklahoma offers competitive wages as well as excellent benefits. Republic is a quality producer of paperboard products used in the manufacturing of gypsum wallboard with advanced technology and a committed staff, and makes them one of the premier paperboard companies in the U.S. using 100% recycled paper fiber. Republic Paper partners with many local organizations to build a better community. Go to republicpaperboard.com.
Welcome back to Lawton High football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're 16 minutes away from returning to game action. Again, we had a lightning delay that delayed the game after 4 plays, which lasted about an hour. And now we're getting halftime, so it's the second intermission here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Deer Creek leads at 3-0. This is a very important game for Lawton High. Lawton High has never been 0-2 to start district play in program history, and they've also never lost to Deer Creek. Right now, things aren't looking good for them.
Yeah, things aren't looking good. Down 3-0 at halftime, and only 1 turnover, which is, I guess, an improvement from weeks past. I think only 1 turnover, the 1 fumble. But then your defense makes a big stand. And fortunately only give up 3 points in that first half. Could have been a lot worse. So your defense really come into play tonight. But now we have to get the offense clicking. And if we can do that in the second half, if we can have another turnaround like we did the first 3 weeks of the season, last week not so much in week 4, but the big turnarounds that we had in weeks 1, 2, and 3, if we can do that again tonight, if we have a big second half, we can come away with the victory. But got to get that offense clicking, got to run the football, starts up front, run the football, and then obviously don't turn the ball over, and see if you can't get something going with your playmakers.
You know, the offense has been quiet for 2 straight weeks. Even against Lawton Eisenhower, your defense created 7 points for you, 8 points actually, because you got the 2-point conversion on the pick 6 to start the game. And then from there, your Christian Houston long run away at the end of the half, from having a slow start there offensively, a slow game offensively. That game ended in the third quarter. But they've got to get clicking somehow, and with a senior quarterback, though, you feel confident that eventually they'll snap out of it. A lot on the line here tonight because when you start 0-2 in district play, it's an uphill battle from there. So Lawton High wants to avoid that at all costs. Again, they've never done that in their program history.
Yeah, that would be truly devastating for this team. And to start 0-2, you definitely have a lot tougher opponents on the schedule. This is not one of those where you kind of look at it and say, man, we may have an uphill climb. This one you wanted to come in and try to take control early, and they didn't do that. And they're behind 3-0 at halftime, obviously, and disappointing start for the Wolverines. But I have faith in the offense and faith in this team that they can turn it around in the second half. We've seen them do it before, and I believe they can do it again tonight. And
right now we're in the Phillips Music halftime show. Phillips Music, Southwest Oklahoma's largest and most complete music store. Visit them, 107 South Sheridan Road, for all your musical needs. Phillips Music has been a staple of Lawton, Oklahoma, and also, has been a staple of Lawton, Oklahoma, and also just one of the best people to work with. Again, I bought a violin from there. I didn't last that long at violin, but I bought one from there, or my parents did, and I was awful at it. It's harder than it looks, the violin. I'm telling you.
Yeah, anytime you pick up a musical instrument, I'm probably going to look lost. My minimal time playing the trumpet back in the days, but it's tough playing a musical instrument. It can definitely make someone like me look like a fool if I try to pick up and play an instrument, especially if I haven't played it before.
It certainly can make me look like a fool, and for those of you at home might be saying to your screen that that's not hard to do, but we're going to take a quick time out on the Oklahoma Sports Network and be back right after this with This is Lawton High Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com. Feet. We use them every day, working, playing, and usually taking them for granted. If your feet hurt, see the professionals at Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic. They've been serving Southwest Oklahoma for the past 36 years, providing the highest quality care and combining the latest technology with old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. With 3 locations to serve you, Lawton, Duncan, and Altus. Call today or visit us online at swokfoot.com.
Top Notch Barbecue. Serving up the best barbecue in the Southwest at 2012 West Gore, right next to Raymond's. With a variety of barbecue from sliced and chopped brisket, sausage, hot links, pulled pork, chicken, ribs, awesome loaded baked potatoes, and you can't forget about their famous cowboy fries. Top it off with a fresh, made-from-scratch dessert. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 8, Sunday, 11 to 3. Top Notch Barbecue. 2012 West Gore Boulevard, next to Raymond's.
Hey, it's Al Eschbach. Let me tell you about Darby's Big Furniture in Lawton and Duke, Oklahoma. They have over 110 years supporting the community and adding style and comfort to your home. They have a huge selection of living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture, plus mattresses, entertainment pieces, outdoor furniture, and so much more. Darby's Big Furniture in Lawton and Duke offers no pressure shopping and free delivery. You don't get to be 5th generation in the furniture business in Oklahoma without knowing your customer and your product. All roads lead to Darby's. Check them out at darbysfurniture.com.
Crowning Around in the Tux Room at 215 Southwest C Avenue in Lawton has been serving the surrounding area for the past 13 years. Specializing in prom, homecoming, and pageant dresses, plus budget bridesmaid dresses starting at $79. Plus, they are your headquarters for tux rentals for the individual or the entire group, with wedding packages starting at just $66. You can even shop the entire collection found online at crowningaround.com. Crowning Around in the Tux Room, 215 Southwest C Avenue.
Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Here at Carpet One, we have a great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, laminate, and area rugs. With all this, you're sure to find exactly what you want for your home. Come browse our exclusive selection or give Carpet One at Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
When you suffered an injury or medical emergency, all you want is your life back. Comanche County Memorial Hospital, working in partnership with Jim Thorpe Rehabilitation, is proud to be the gold standard of care for inpatient and outpatient rehabilitation in Southwest Oklahoma. Our caring team of experts are there for you literally every step of the way to help you gain independence and achieve your goals. When the unexpected happens, trust Jim Thorpe Rehabilitation at CCMH.
Join us at the Elmer Thomas Park in Lawton on October 5th and 6th for the Spirit of Survival race, benefiting the cancer centers of Southwest Oklahoma. The 14th annual two-day event has bike rides, a half marathon, quarter marathon, 5K, kids marathon, and a spirit walk for all ages. To find out more and to register, please visit spiritofsurvival.com.
Bridges and Buckner Dentistry at 1802 Northwest 52nd Street has over 32 years of combined experience. They serve Southwest Oklahoma for implant placement and final restorations using guided surgery and CEREC technology. This enables them to do same-day crowns in the office. Call to set up your appointment today or visit them online at bridgesandbucknerdentistry.com.
At Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we take pride in our quality air conditioner and heater repair and replacement services, as well as providing the highest customer satisfaction. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving Lawton and the surrounding area for over 25 years. We have the knowledge, equipment, and trained technicians to take care of all your heating and cooling needs. Give us a call. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air, 355-1811.
Gardeners, a reminder from your friends at Bedrock Nursery. The fall season is upon us, and now is the best time to plant. Here at Bedrock Nursery, we have a wide selection of trees and shrubs, homegrown annual bedding plants that survive the winter season, hardy garden mums in all your favorite fall colors, and don't forget to bring the kiddos to pick through the largest pumpkin selection in Southwest Oklahoma.
We invite you to come visit Lawton's premier full-service garden center, Bedrock Nursery. Come see the difference at Bedrock Nursery.
Becker Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and has been owned by the Raybon family since 1975. They're proud to be a part of the Lawton community and wish each school a safe and successful season. In football, direction is important, and a team relies on the coach. The same is true when dealing with life's changing moments. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. When it comes to measuring levels of service, there are other funeral homes, and then there is ours. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
Welcome back to Lawton High Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I'm Ryland Stiles, alongside me is Joshua Sherman. And Josh, that first half was interesting to say the least for Lawton High.
Yeah, it was, and it kind of didn't go the way that we would have liked. We'll just put it that way, and not putting up any points, down 3-0. It could have been a lot worse. Granted, the defense played really well in that first half, but we'll see how they do in the second half. You can't keep just solely relying on your defense. You got to put up some points offensively. They finally started to move the ball after a really slow start where they didn't move the ball at all. They finally started to move the ball, and then they kind of sputtered there before halftime. But maybe they found something there at the end of the first half. going to Chateau Reed. Chateau Reed had 2 catches there just before the end of the half on that last drive, and kind of moving the ball downfield. They're pinned in their own end zone, so if Deer Creek is going to leave him open, leave him available, keep going after him and see if you can't get something going and put some points on the board and get things moving offensively.
Right now, Stillwater's taking care of Midwest City 42-7. Dell City putting on Putnam City West, who comes to Lawton, Oklahoma on Thursday to take on the Lawton High Wolverines. Dell City up in that game 50-6. Choctaw putting on Putnam City 51-0 at the half. And Bigsby all over Booker T. Washington 31-0. Your score here 3-0 in favor of Lawton High. Muskogee all over Sand Springs 40-0 in 6A2. So next week is a game that it seems like you've got to win that one. You need to win this one, as you called it earlier, a must win. That's a huge expectation, a huge word to put on this game. But I agree with you.
Well, it is a big expectation, and and obviously, I guess in the real sense, it's not a must win, because if they lose, technically, yes, they can still make the playoffs and all that stuff. But if you look at the schedule, it definitely reduces their chances if they lose tonight. So this second half is crucial for this Lawton High Wolverine team for numerous reasons, not only for the big picture, for playoff, for seeding, all that stuff, to stay in the hunt for the playoffs and all that. But it's big for, I think, just the morale of the team. I mean, this would be the second straight loss coming after a pretty poor performance. And then you come out, and if you lay another egg here in this week, week 5, 3-2, 0-2 in district, really puts you behind the 8 ball, as they say. So you really got to have a good second half, and you really got to find some way, just some way. It doesn't have to be pretty. You've got to find some way to win this football game.
MacArthur getting back on track in 5A, all over Southeast, 38-0. That's a final score in Southeast. I wonder how weather might have affected that game. Ardmore, though, beat Altus 28-0. And Altus had been rolling up to that point after a week 0 blown game to Cache, which they should have won. Altus should have. Losing to Ardmore, that's going to be a tough blow for them.
Yeah, that was in Altus. That's kind of interesting over there. Ardmore putting on a display.
And here's one to keep an eye on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Number 1, Carl Albert, with the largest win streak, the longest win streak in Oklahoma history on the line tonight. Traveled to Piedmont, number 10 Piedmont, who had a loss coming into this game and was doubted in a David versus Goliath style matchup. In the third quarter, is up 10-6 on Carl Albert. History could be made tonight and also lost tonight on the Carl Albert channel on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Eisenhower going to pick up their first win of the season, 51-0 all over Northwest Classen. Good for Coach Gibson to get his first win. Duncan beats West Heights 48-6. You can watch all those games on demand on the Oklahoma Sports Network that have gone final, or you can jump into that Carl Albert game on a second window and see if history gets made or lost.
Yeah, we're kind of behind schedule. A lot of these games already finished, and we're haven't even started the second half. So it'll be interesting to see how late we go. But it doesn't matter. As Lawton High turns it around, it's going to be a good night no matter what. But we'll see if they can do that.
Newcastle's trailing 24-17 in Anadarko. That's a tough place to play. Anadarko is. You don't just stroll into Anadarko and expect to get a W. And they have not so far. 2 minutes to go in that one. Looks like Newcastle's going to fall to 2-3. You can catch that game also on the Oklahoma Sports Network. And Elgin took care of Elk City 49-20. Good for them to get back on track. Lawton High alumni Carter Gregg, the defensive coordinator at Elgin, they improved to 2-2 on the year.
Yeah, it's always nice to see those members of the coaching staff and stuff that kind of move on to other places and see how they do and keep up with them.
And you can watch all those games that have gone final on demand for up to a year, or you can purchase them to keep forever on the Oklahoma Sports Network. And also, you can watch this game or any game on the Roku and Amazon Fire Sticks on your television if you want them on the big screen. You can put one on the big screen, one on your laptop, kind of work it that way, get a sort of red zone going on your own personal command center there. Also keep an eye out for the Oklahoma Sports Network swag shop. Going to be selling some gear, and I've gotten a sneak peek of it. Eric Sharam gave me a brief little glimpse into the future. And let me tell you, there's some stuff that I'm going to be purchasing myself. I'll be spending some of my paycheck on some OSN gear. It looks that good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm sure it'll be awesome once it gets going. And I like the stuff that they've made so far and that they've put out to us. So it looks great.
The Lawton High coaches have just gotten back to the press box. Deer Creek on the field right now warming up. So is Lawton High. 2:30 to go before we kick things back off. Lawton High will get the football. They won the toss and elected to defer. They haven't lost a coin toss this year, I don't believe. And hopefully Eric Wiley and the offense can get things going.
Yeah, and I think that starts on the run game, or starts on the ground, with the run game. If you can get that going here in the second half, especially early, and maybe try to kind of start to maybe even wear down this defense. We've seen some glimpses there in the first half of some great runs by Christian Houston and Devin Simpson, and then it just seems like on the very next play you may gain 15 yards, and then on the next play you lose about 5. So it's just up and down, up in the air. So let's see if they can kind of get settled in and kind of start making some good plays here in the second half and down the stretch, and see if we can't start getting things going offensively. But let's hope that deferring will be a good choice coming out of halftime, see if we can't get something going.
So Lawton High returns to their sidelines as we get set for the second half of action here in Deer Creek. Now, if you're Lawton High, it's important to put up points on this drive because eventually the tides are going to completely turn. If you keep stalling out offensively, eventually it's human nature to just not quit, but get deflated, get dejected, and take yourself out of the game because of your inability to put some points up on the board and have some success. So this drive is going to be huge for Lawton High.
Yeah, it is going to be huge. And like you said, anytime as an offense you can't get anything going, you really do just get deflated, and you just feel like, well, it's going to happen again. It's going to be another turnover. It's going to be, another holding penalty and puts us way behind the chains. Whatever. Your mind just kind of goes there and goes to these places. So if you can move the football, eliminate the mistakes or limit them to very minimal, you can have a good second half and you can put some points on the board. I mean, we're just begging for some kind of offense, begging for some kind of points. And we'll see if this team can turn it around and do that in the second half.
History on the line in this one as well. Lawton High has never gone 0-2 in district play, and also they've never lost to Deer Creek. A perfect 3-0 against Deer Creek since they moved up to 6A. Deer Creek hasn't even been within 3 possessions of Lawton High.
A major turnaround tonight. They find themselves down at halftime.
Down 3-0. But that can all get wiped away with a crucial first possession of the second half. The First Bank and Trust third quarter is about set to get underway, but first the Wayne's drive-in kickoff is teed off. It's teed up to start the second half. Wayne's drive-in, home of the best burgers and cherry lemonades in town. Visit them at their 2 locations in Lawton. Come on, everybody, let's go to Wayne's. And so Devin Simpson is back to return this kick. Logan Ward, your kicker, trotting up to the football now. And they kick this one away and through the end zone. Touchback, and Lawton High will start their possession.
Well, after all the talking about it, let's see if this team can actually put something together on offense.
So they'll start from the 20. 1st and 10 there. The first play of the First Bank and Trust third quarter is about set to get underway. Eric Wiley trots onto the field, the senior quarterback, looking to rekindle some of that week 2 magic. Hands it off on the stretch play to Simpson. Simpson gets stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, not much going there on first down. They tried to get it outside to that far sideline. Nothing doing.
Tyler Neves, the senior linebacker, on the tackle there for Deer Creek. Wiley going to throw a screen pass to DeMarcus Andrews. DeMarcus Andrews upfield past the 30-yard line and out of bounds. see where he went out of bounds, and that will be enough for a first down for Lawton High.
Yeah,
so far, so good.
Just nobody on DeMarcus Andrews there in the flat. And good job by Eddie Austin downfield getting that extra block for those extra yards across the 35. And that's what you like to see, moving the football down the field.
Wiley going to hand this one off. No, it's play action. Going to step up and go for it all. Chateau Reed hauls it in. Oh, no, he gets tripped up at the 2-yard line. A long play there from Eric Wiley. And a connect with the Baylor commit.
And that's exactly what you want to see right there. Oh, he just hauls it in, and he just gets tripped up.
Lawton High and the Billingsley Hyundai Red Zone knocking on the door. Christian Houston in the backfield, the power back. Going to try to power this one in, I'm sure. They'll give it to him. That's Devin Simpson, excuse me, and he's got a touchdown for Lawton High.
Finally.
So Lawton High takes their first lead of the night, puts 6 on the board. Let's see if they go for 2 here, or if they swing the gate and elect to kick this one through. They will swing the gate back.
Yeah, pretty big extra point here.
That's Evan Wiley in as the kicker. Bad snap, good hold. Kick is up. Kick is good. Lawton High takes a 7-3 lead on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Back after this with more Lawton High football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Paris Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Bar S, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Bar S Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Welcome back to the Oklahoma Sports Network. I'm Rylan Stiles, and alongside me is Joshua Sherem. The Wayne's Driving kickoff is up and away. Come on, everybody, let's go to Wayne's field. And bobbled and dropped. Who's got it? It looks like Lawton High's all over it. An explosive play. Lawton High recovers a muffed kickoff. Nope. Deer Creek has it.
All right. So a little bit of a scrum. Lawton High thought they had it.
$11:13 to go in the third quarter. The First Bank and Trust third quarter. Pistol set for Hauschka. There's the snap and the give. He'll get it almost to the 40-yard line.
Now your defense has to step up. The offense did its job coming out of halftime. They got the points that they needed. Obviously, you want to continue that trend moving forward here in the second half, but let's see if the defense can continue their success from the first half.
Pistol set. Hands it off up the middle. That's Tyler Travis, who gets swung down for a gain of about 2.
And that's Aaron Johnson on the initial wrap-up and takedown defensively for the Wolverines. Good job stopping his progress, making sure he doesn't pick up that first down, and now you got a chance to get a stop here on third and force fourth down.
So 3rd and 3. Deer Creek sticking with the pistol. Hands it off up the middle. He's right at the line to gain. He bounced off some tackles. He's got some running room. He's looking for the end zone. Forget the first down, but DeMarcus Andrews pushes him out of bounds. At the 30-yard line. They're close to it.
And it looked like they had him contained, and then he just bounces off the defenders and his own guys to the outside with all kinds of running room. Gilmore Kelly took a bad angle, couldn't quite get him, and then they finally push him out of bounds. DeMarcus Andrews does on that far side. Deep inside Lawton High territory.
10 minutes to go in the first Bank and Trust third quarter. Hauschka all alone. Flag on the play before the play even gets started.
See what they call.
Encroachment against Lawton High. They're lined up in the neutral zone. Going to give free yardage away to Deer Creek.
Penalties. They will hurt you every time. They've definitely hurt this Wolverine team tonight and this season.
Going to hand off up the middle. Going to try to bounce it outside, but can't quite find any green. Morris Davis on the carry that time.
Good job by Josh Insera covering up the hole that time, forcing him to go outside where a couple other Wolverines were able to get out there and wrap him up for a short gain.
There's the give. Looks like he's got the first down. The pile's still moving, and he does. Pile's still moving. Finally brought down. It's kind of like a sinking ship right now. If it's not one thing, if it's not one hole you're patching up, another leak springs. You finally get your offense cooking, and now your defense is bending. Let's see if they break or not. 1st and 10 from the 17.
Well, the running tonight from Tyler for the Deer Creek Antlers, Tyler Travis, has just been incredible.
He's there on the wild antler. He'll cut it up and get tackled by, it looks like Caleb Fuller maybe. Some extracurricular out there, but no one gets caught, so no harm, no foul. Clock continues to roll. 8:40 to go in the third.
Need to stop here defensively.
There's the handoff. Caleb Fuller trying to make the tackle. Jeremiah McGee also in there, so is DeMarcus Andrews. And he'll carry them all to the first down marker, and he'll set up 1st and goal for the Antlers. Trying to regain the lead here.
And this Antler offense just carrying, pushing the Lawton High defense down the field pretty much at will on this drive. Down to the 6. We'll see if Wolverine defense can make another goal line stand.
1st and goal. Going to hand it off up the middle. He's going to spin his way down to the 1-yard line. Now, we've seen Lawton High get in this position before. In fact, it was at the inch-yard line where Deer Creek couldn't convert a quarterback sneak, elected to switch it up and try a funky wildcat formation where they had a fullback in there receiving a snap. He couldn't receive the snap cleanly. They fumbled it, and Lawton High stopped him at the inch line. So we'll see if that trend can continue here on 2nd and goal. They're going to line up in shotgun set, not under center. Always an interesting decision when you're this close. They're knocking on the door, and they'll run a play to the outside, and they'll lose yardage. DeMarcus Andrews,
how about that?
The box safety, gets in the backfield and brings them backwards.
Maybe it can happen twice. Like you said, DeMarcus Andrews playing out of his mind over there. Making sure they're not going anywhere, but backwards. Great defensive play to stop him on 2nd down.
And the senior DeMarcus Andrews has really turned into an Ironman for Lawton High, playing both sides of the football and contributing greatly on both sides of the football. Shotgun set for Deer Creek. Going to try to go the long way on 3rd and goal. Going to fire it over into the end zone right at the goal line into traffic. Who's got it? Lawton High does. Oski. Lawton High picks it off. Lightning does strike twice. Elijah Reyes, the senior defensive back, gets his first interception of the year right at the goal line. If there's any Seahawk fans watching, they're having a flashback that I don't regret them for having.
Very reminiscent of the Super Bowl a few years ago at the goal line, about the 5-yard line. And he just throws it on a slant pattern right to Elijah Reyes, who makes a great play on the ball. And you get the ball at the 20-yard line. Now your offense setting up to work, and your defense still have only given up 3 points.
Wiley under center. Wiley going to hand it off in the stretch play. No play action. He's going to step up in the pocket and go for it on a Chateau Reed. The Baylor commit has to play defense there.
Well, I like the play. Coming off the pick, going for it all, going deep. 1st and 10, why not? And great awareness by Chateau Reed, making sure that the defender didn't have any chance to catch that ball.
I like the adjustment by the Lawton High coaching staff. You know, the ground game, which has usually been your bread and butter, isn't working tonight. So let's try to air this thing out. Wiley going to do that again and throw it up top to Chateau Reed, and they cannot connect. That brings up 3rd and 10.
Double coverage that time on Chateau Reed, but he made a move. Looked like he could have had a chance to catch that ball, thrown just a little high. And that'll set up this 3rd and long.
.6:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. Wiley dropping back the pass. Wiley looking over the middle. He's going to throw an out route to DeMarcus Andrews. Too far. And that'll bring up 4th and long. The punting unit on now for Lawton High, so they cannot capitalize on the turnover.
Well, and if that drive is any indication, I do not like this Lawton High offense completely abandoning the run. I know it hasn't worked, but I've seen some spurts tonight, runs that have gone for good gains, and that time 3 straight passes, 3 and out.
Good snap on the punt. The punt is away. He gets hit. Scooped up at the 40-yard line. He'll cut it up past the 50-yard line. He shakes off another tackle down to the 40-yard line. He's still on his feet, and they can't bring him down.
And that fires up this Deer Creek sideline. They're pumped up. He lowered his shoulder. They're ready to go deep inside Lawton territory.
6:13 to go in the 3rd quarter. Deer Creek trying to regain the lead. They held a 3-0 lead all throughout the first half. On the first possession of the second half, Lawton High got their first lead of the night. And their first lead since the Eisenhower game. Man in motion, Hauschka. Going to drop back the pass. Flag on the play. They're going to blow it dead before things get started. It'll be a false start against Deer Creek, and that'll back them up to start the possession. So 6:09 to go in the 3rd. Lawton High looking to keep this momentum on defense. They came away with a huge interception at the goal line, literally, last possession. Quick screen play going to be met immediately by Caleb Fuller. What a play there by Lawton High.
Yeah, great defense. Recognizing almost immediately what's going on. It looked like he dropped that ball, but they ruled a catch, and fortunately for Lawton High, they're back at the 45.
The clock continues to roll. They ruled it a catch. A tackle in bounds. 5:30 to go in the First Bank and Trust 3rd quarter. Hauschka going to drop back and throw a bubble screen, and he's met by Michael Alvendano for a gain of nothing.
Again, trying to set up a little short pass, that time like a screen play.
The
Good
best
job by
hair in
Alvendano.
6A2 trotting off the field because his helmet popped off. Got to be out for at least a play.
It sets up this 3rd and long. Great position defensively.
3rd and a country mile. You can pin your ears back if you're Albert Baker. They've got to pass the ball here. Baker coming off the edge. Had to step up as Hauschka. Hauschka trying to make something happen with his legs. He makes one man miss, but it was just too far of a feat to gain. But that brings up 4th down in no man's land, and really it's 4th and manageable if you did want to go for it. They do have a really good kicker, though, Deer Creek does. So normally this isn't field goal range for most teams, but for Deer Creek I think it could be.
Yeah, they do have that good kicker. Interesting 4th down. And it looks like Gavin Smith is in at quarterback, number 12 for Deer Creek.
So here comes Gavin Smith, the sophomore. These uniforms aren't too kind up here in the press box. A timeout for Deer Creek. We'll take one with them on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. Today's goal? Create a cake masterpiece. What do you think? I should let an expert like Bronwyn help me. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. We know the right ingredients for your small business to succeed. See us for loans, cash flow tools, equipment financing, and more. Trust the experts. Trust Arvest.
No.
Watch Bronwyn create sweet art at our experts' website.
Welcome back to Lawton High football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I'm Rylan Stiles. Alongside me is Joshua Sherman. Lawton High has got Deer Creek in a 4th and 6 here with 4:18 to go. Lawton High trying to get off the field and retain the lead. Deer Creek trying to extend this drive here in the First Bank and Trust 3rd quarter. Play action pass. Galvin going to throw it and almost intercepted right off the hands of Lawton High's defender. Looked like that could have been Devin Simpson, but I can't quite see his number all the way over there. He has double duties as a running back and a defensive back. Nonetheless, though, turnover on downs will give Lawton High the ball right back.
Yeah, now let's see if this offense can't, again, get something going.
You know, despite putting 7 on the board in the first possession, that possession really boiled down to 2 plays. A long throw that got you down to the 3-yard line from Wiley to Reed, and then you punched it in. They still are not clicking at a high unit. You saw last possession they went 3 and out with 3 straight passes. Let's see what they do now. Wiley going to give it to his running back, who will cartwheel forward. That was Christian Houston on the carry.
Yeah, and unlike last possession, I like it. Don't completely abandon the run because I don't think you just can't. I mean, you can't be a only pass team. You have to, still try to establish the run. That time gets a few yards.
Hard count for Wiley. Doesn't get anyone to jump. He'll back up now and give some audibles and then go back under center. Dropping back to pass is Wiley. Going to throw it right at the sticks, and it's almost picked off. Dangerous throw there from your senior quarterback. Brings up 3rd and 7 in the First National Bank and Trust 3rd quarter. With their 2 convenient locations in Lawton on Quanah Parker Trailway and Sheridan Road, find out how they will be a better bank for your life.
Lawton High extremely fortunate that was not a pick 6, as the Deer Creek secondary said, I've seen enough of this play, and they were getting ready to take it to the house.
3:30 to go, the handoff. No play action, Wiley rolling out. Wiley going to connect with DeMarcus Andrews, it looks like. First down, Lawton High.
Big time pitch and catch from Wiley to DeMarcus Andrews, who had a good week last week as a receiver. Continuing this week with a big catch.
Funky play there for Lawton High. Going to result in a loss of yardage.
And it's kind of the story of the night. Lawton High move the football, have a great play, and then another step back.
1 step forward, 2 steps back. 2:40 to go here in the First National Bank and Trust third quarter. 2nd and 12. Offset shotgun for Wiley. Wiley surveying the field, pressure on. Going to fire it to DeMarcus Andrews, off his hands and almost intercepted. Wiley, if he's going to miss tonight, has been missing up, and that's not where you want to miss as a quarterback because things like that can happen. That's the danger zone.
Yeah, and if he puts that just on the money, it's going to be a great completion, close to a first down. Just a little high off the fingertips. Unfortunate that was not picked off.
So 3rd and 12, 2:25 to go. Wiley under center now, single back formation. Lawton High jumps first. Chateau Reed got out of his breaks really quickly. That'll be a false start against Chateau Reed and the Lawton High offense. So now you got a 3rd and a country mile. What play would you call here that will gain you 16 yards?
Yeah, typically you don't want to be in this situation, especially on 3rd down.
Earshon Gilmore Kelly on the near side. Chateau on the far side. Going to fire it high and incomplete. Gets his man lit up at the original line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up 4th and 16.
Took a hard hit and just couldn't complete the pass, and now you got to punt it away. Back to Deer Creek, who's had some success moving the football.
You can hear the Lawton High faithful all the way over here on the Deer Creek side. Deer Creek's fallen silent, low snap on the punt. And it'll be taking a Lawton High bounce at first and continues that way, rolling all the way down to the 10-yard line and even further down into the 9-yard line. Beautiful punt by Lawton High, and that'll back Deer Creek up all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and you can hear Coach Breeze yelling on that far sideline. I think he's telling them, don't touch it, until it stops all the way. And that was a good job by the Lawton High punt team, putting Deer Creek back deep inside their own territory.
So Deer Creek will come out. And a pistol set, motion immediately. Hands it off. The ground game has worked to perfection for Deer Creek so far.
Yeah, they have had their way with this Lawton High defense, especially the front 7. But at the same time, only 3 points to show for it. So this Lawton High defense has played really well tonight. Got a turnover.
Going to hand it off. He's going to shake off 2 tackles. He's got a first down. He's still on his feet. And he'll be taken down by Elijah Reyes. Right at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that's a good job by Elijah Reyes in the secondary, making the tackle, preventing a possible touchdown if he doesn't make that tackle.
So they'll hand it off again. Tyler Travis again has the first down.
And the running tonight from Deer Creek has just been impeccable. Outside of a few plays that have gone for loss, really can't complain too much. And I don't know why they'd go away from it as long as it continues to work.
40 seconds to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10. Deer Creek hands it off. Bounces off a couple tackles. He's got a first down. Still running. Cuts it back, and he's tackled just past and just shy of the 30-yard line.
There it is again, continuing to move the football on this defense, and why go away from it? Why stop it? Keep it going.
So we'll take a quick timeout on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Welcome back to Lawton High football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I'm Rylan Stiles, and alongside me is Joshua Sherem, and 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Everyone moved early besides the quarterback and the center. So that'll back up Deer Creek. They're trying to run that wild antler formation that's worked so well for them this entire game. Pistol set the handoff. Going to try to bounce it outside. He does. He's got running room and tackle down past the 30-yard line.
Christian Houston just unable to make the tackle that time. It results in a big gain.
And that will be the end of the third quarter. We'll take a quick timeout on the Oklahoma Sports Network with the ever-important fourth quarter coming up right after this.
It's time to start cracking it, cooking it, buttering it, grilling it, baking it, brewing it. McDonald's fires up the griddle every morning so you can start digging in and enjoying it. And saving with the Mix and Match deal. Choose from Sausage McMuffin with egg, Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit, or Bacon, Egg, and Cheese McGriddles, 2 for just $4. Add any size soft drink for just $1. Make your morning routine a little better.
Handoff to Tyler Travis. Gains about 3. I'm Rylan Stiles, alongside me is Joshua Sherman. Josh, we're getting ready for the ever-important Mr. Sparky fourth quarter. Lawton High looking to avoid going 0-2 in district play for the first time in program history, and also looking to avoid dropping their first ever game to Deer Creek.
Yeah, this is a very important quarter. And Deer Creek on the move to start. Defense getting another test.
3rd and 3. 11:30 to go in the Mr. Sparky fourth quarter. Play action pass spiked into the dirt. 4th and 3 coming up, and this is an interesting decision here. Again, we've talked all night long about how good the punting game and the kicking game has been for Deer Creek. Do you kick a field goal here? It looks like that they will. The special teams shuffling onto the field right now. Pull them within 1 of Lawton High.
This would be about a 44-yarder. This would be pretty big for Deer Creek to start the fourth quarter.
High snap, good hold. The kick is blocked. The kick is blocked. It's a free ball at the 50. Kicked forward by Lawton High. Scooped up by Albert Baker, who drags the kicker all the way to the 30-yard line. Whoa, mama. What a play by the Lawton High special teams. And that can be the difference in a close football game like this one.
Yeah, how about that? Getting the block of all things. I don't think we've seen that this year. Maybe once. I'm not sure offhand, but wow, how about that turning point in this game to start the fourth quarter? 11 minutes to go, and you get a huge block. And now you're deep inside Deer Creek territory. So how things can turn just like that on a dime.
And it wasn't just batted down. It was absolutely destroyed. Handoff now. Looking for some running room for Lawton High. Going to bring him right to the marker. Let's see where they spot him. Christian Houston does the dirty work.
Getting the first down on the ground.
10:50 to go. Hands off to Houston. Lowers his shoulder and can't quite gain more than a yard. But that will keep the clock rolling, which is important for Lawton High in the Mr. Sparky fourth quarter.
Yeah, take some time off this clock and get some points. And really any points you'd be happy with. Doesn't matter what it is. Even if it's just a field goal, you'd be very pleased with that to at least get you that 7-point lead. But we're looking for 6 inside the red zone.
The Billingsley Hyundai red zone, Lawton High, has been effective here. Christian Houston remains in the backfield for Lawton High. Eric Wiley under center, probably going to give it to Houston. He will. Houston has some room to run. Houston gets tripped up. But he had a route to the end zone there if he wasn't caught from behind.
Yeah, that was a massive hole there on that left side of the line. Houston looked like he was going to get the first down and maybe going for 6, but he just gets caught from behind. But they're inside the 10. Third and real short. About a yard, looks like.
Third and call of a couple. Christian Houston remains in. Wiley under center. The Billingsley Hyundai red zone. He'll quarterback sneak it. He's got the first down and the touchdown. Touchdown, Lawton High. And that gives him some cushion.
That's just what you needed. Just what you wanted. Get on the board again with the second touchdown of the game. And now you're up 10.
So 9:25 to go in the Mr. Sparky fourth quarter. Elijah Reyes on for the hold. Evan Wiley on the kick. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. Kick is good. So you can put 14 on the board for Lawton High, 3 for Deer Creek. We'll be back after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Introducing Nissan's Bottom Line Sales Event.
In this event, it's all about your bottom line.
Take $4,000 off Frontiers and $8,000 off 2019 Titans. With our industry-leading 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, the Titan can handle any workload you choose.
The Murano takes $7,500 off your bottom line, and Altima $5,000 off and 2.4% financing for 60 months.
Nissan of Lawton.
The right car at the right price.
Welcome back to Lawton High Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I'm Rylan Stiles, and alongside me is Joshua Sharon. The Wayne's driving kickoff is up and away. Come on, let's go to Wayne's at their 2 locations in Lawton. Field at the 30-yard line. Going to stumble down to the 40-yard line. So for Deer Creek now, the pressure's on them to get into the end zone and try to keep it close here.
Absolutely. I mean, all this game, they moved the ball well on Lawton High, but they only have 3 points to show for it. So now it's do or die for this Antler offense, this Antler team. They moved the ball well, thought they could have gotten another field goal. It would have been a 1-point game if they had converted, but a huge block for the Wolverines sets up that touchdown. And now, like you said, all the pressure on Deer Creek.
Pistol set, man in motion, going to give it to him. He's got room to run. He splits the defense like a hot knife through butter. He gets a man off his back and goes all the way down to the 40-yard line.
That time, Albert Baker coming off the defensive end. Looks like he just held up just a second. He thought he was just going to come to him rather than go to him, and he squirts up the middle and gets a huge gain inside Lawton High territory.
So 1st and 10 from Deer Creek. For Deer Creek from the 41-yard line. Pistol set, man in motion. They'll give it to him again. No read option play. Goes nowhere. Albert Baker meets him in the backfield.
And for any young defensive end watching out there, that's the benefit of staying home on defense, recognizing that it's a RPO, run-pass option. He decides to keep it, and he meets him there in the backfield for a loss. Great job by Albert Baker.
So 2nd and 13. Caleb Fuller all alone on the near side. Going to back up a little bit. Sends a man in motion at the 50-yard line. They'll give it to him. He bounces off one tackle but cannot escape Christian Houston. Christian Houston drives him back to the 50. Michael Alvendano cleans it up. And that brings up 3rd and long for Deer Creek.
Yeah, how about this Lawton High defense? Seems like all night they've been making these big plays, especially when it counts, especially when it matters. We've seen 2 goal line stands. We've seen a block field goal. And it seems like every time the opposing team gets on their side of the 50, that's when they pin their ears back and they're going to stop them at all costs.
3rd and 13. Shotgun set. Hauschka dropping back to pass. He's going to fire one. DeMarcus Andrews en route for it. And it misses everyone. DeMarcus Andrews' eyes got as big as saucers there. Thought he could get under it for an interception, but it was too long for anyone.
Yeah, and that's a good stop defensively, putting them in a situation they definitely don't want to be in this late in the game, having to put their punter out on the field.
You know, I think that's interesting for Deer Creek as well because they went for it all on 3rd and 13 instead of trying to set up a more manageable 4th down and going for it. They only have 2 timeouts remaining for this entire game, and it's already at the 7:40 mark, down 14-3. So if Lawton High puts any points on the board, if Deer Creek does punt this one away, which they have faked one before, high snap, they will punt it away. If Lawton High puts any points on the board, you might be able to put the kids to bed. Takes a great Deer Creek bounce all the way down to the inch line.
Ooh.
His toes were on the goal line, but they won't catch him for that. And that'll bring up Lawton High's offense with their backs against the wall.
This is interesting. This late in the game, you're up 11. 7:37 to go, and you're on your own inch line. Really have to be careful here. And we're hoping that offensive line can get a push to get our guys out of our own end zone.
You know, you wonder if you just try an Eric Wiley quarterback sneak or two and get the clock rolling, make sure you don't turn the ball over. They're likely going to just hand this off a couple times and see what happens. Why are they going to quarterback sneak it? He's got a pile pushing him forward. And now backwards. They'll gain a trio of yards.
Got that initial push, and that's all that matters. Man, that's so dangerous. Being in your own end zone. But good job getting out of there and giving yourself a little more room to operate.
So 2nd and 7. 7 minutes left in the Mr. Sparky 4th quarter. Wiley back under center. He quarterback sneaked it last time. I think you go back to it here if you're Lawton High, but we'll see. They do. Wiley lowers the shoulder and tries to drive Deer Creek backwards but he'll gain a couple more yards. So that keeps the clock moving, and that also puts it at 3rd and manageable with a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah, I like the call for Lawton High running that quarterback sneak. They've done a great job behind Romeo Blanton, the center, all season. Getting that push. 3rd and short.
3rd and 4, Wiley under center. He'll hand it off and get tripped up in the backfield for a loss. And the pile gets pushed backwards even further, but again, that doesn't matter with the forward progress. Here's the dangerous thing, though. You keep the clock rolling, but there's no play clock on right now. It's being kept on the field, so you've got to be diligent about making sure you know what the play clock is at, because you want to juice this clock for all it's worth, but you also don't want to delay a game as your punter sets up shop in his own end zone.
Yeah, you're right. It's very hard for these players to know. I guess it's better safe just to get it out, rather than take a penalty this close to the end zone.
The snap here is the most important part. Good snap. The kick is away, barely. Takes a Lawton High bounce past the 40-yard line and out of bounds.
Well, and you got to have good confidence in your defense. They've got you thus far. They've made some great plays. They've been everywhere defensively, just doing about everything you can imagine, from interceptions to stops at the goal line to blocked field goals. They've done it all tonight, only giving up 3 points. Got to feel good with only 5:16 to go.
5:16 to go. Deer Creek needs something to happen to stay alive. Low snap, picks it up off the turf. It's Hauschka. Hauschka throws it over the middle. He's got his man. His man's down the sidelines. His helmet gets ripped off at the 10-yard line. Flag on the play for face mask. I'm not sure how you rip a helmet off without grabbing the face mask. I guess you could grab the back of it, but nonetheless, that sets up Deer Creek. 1st and goal, but also this penalty will get them half the distance of the goal, or at least it should. Face mask against Lawton High. 1st and goal, half the distance.
Just when I was bragging up the defense, they go and give away this big play plus the penalty, and they're already on the Lawton High 5.
And that's how it works up here. Lawton High 5-yard line for Deer Creek. 5 minutes to go in the Mr. Sparky 4th quarter. Pistol set for Deer Creek. The Antlers pitching it, trying to make something happen. Jeremiah McGee gets contained. He'll jump upfield for a gain of about 3. He made chicken salad out of chicken something else.
Yeah, and it looked like it was going to be another disastrous goal line play inside the 10-yard line. Deer Creek has not had success down here, but that time they get a little bit closer, down to about the 2. Let's see if this Lawton High defense can stick their heels in yet again and get another goal line stop.
4:20 and counting in the Mr. Sparky 4th quarter. Deer Creek knocking on the door. The Antlers going to hand it off at the middle. He's got the touchdown. That's Tyler Travis punching it in for Deer Creek. The Antlers stay alive in this one.
And it didn't take them long, about a minute, to put that in the end zone. Lawton High's got to answer.
So Logan Moore going to try the extra point. Logan Ward, excuse me. But first, the timeout from Deer Creek, and you cannot stand that if you're in that Antler sideline, because you've wasted now 2 timeouts on the offensive side of the ball, and they only have 1 to play with the rest of the way. Still going to be down no matter what happens on this point after attempt.
Yeah, now you're only left with 1, like you said, so kind of unusual to use a timeout on an extra point like this. But now you only have 1 left. You're down by 5 currently with a chance to cut it to 4.
Regardless, there's going to be 4 minutes left in the Mr. Sparky 4th quarter when Lawton High takes over. and you've got to balance it between draining the clock and also keeping your offense moving down the field because you're only up 4. If you turn the ball over or if you punt the ball away, a touchdown beats you if you can't put some points on the board here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you have offensively, you cannot be timid in any way. I don't think you can just go out there and run the ball 3 times because if you don't get any first downs, if you don't, then you're only going to take off maybe a minute, no more than that. They have 1 timeout to stop the clock, so you're not going to take much time if you just do that. But if you can move the football running, then obviously that's the way to go. But I think you still have to stay aggressive offensively.
So Deer Creek going to go for 2 after the timeout. Hauschka all alone picks the snap off from the turf. He's going to pump fake, step up, and throw it in the end zone. He's got his man. Tack on 2 more for the Antlers. And that brings them within 3. And that could be a difference maker as we get later on in this ball game. We'll take a quick timeout on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Nobody moves more real estate than Pam and Barry's team.
And that's why our clients keep coming back to us.
We had some friends that recommended the Pam and Barry team, and they exceeded all of our expectations.
Our home sold in 3 days. It was a wonderful and easy experience. And we would love to help you.
So follow the signs of Pam and Barry's team at RE/MAX at 248-8800. We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Welcome back to Lawton High Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I'm Rylan Stiles, and alongside me is Joshua Sharam. And we set up a Wayne's Drive-In kickoff. Wayne's Drive-In. Visit their 2 locations in Lawton on Sheridan Road and Cash Road. Come on, everybody, let's go to Wayne's. And so this kickoff is back through the end zone.
How about the leg on that kicker? We've seen it in action tonight. That's pretty impressive at this high school level.
It's not every day you see a leg like that can get you touchbacks consistently on every single kickoff. Deer Creek's gotten 1. He's also pinned Lawton High at the goal line from punts and also inside the 20 on another occasion. So he's flipped the field in an immense fashion for Deer Creek.
He can do it all with his leg.
Wiley under center. Going to give it to Devin Simpson. Simpson gets tackled for a loss of about 5.
Yeah, that's not going to cut it here offensively this late in the game. Deer Creek has all the momentum. They just got that 2-point conversion. Their crowd's in it. It's homecoming night. They're fired up.
Hasn't taken away anyone. They evacuated the stadium and put them in the gym, but they've all came back to support the Antlers, and Lawton High has brought in a great crowd down to Edmond, up to Edmond.
Absolutely.
They've been loud all night long, loudest they've been of the season. Wiley going to hand it off. Man on his back, that's Simpson. Going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but no more. Christian Houston on the carry.
Yeah, better run that time, and that should take you under 3 minutes here in the 4th quarter, but you really need to pick up this 3rd down. It's 3rd and 10. And this Antler crowd is fired up here in Edmond.
A lot on the line in the final 3 minutes of this ball game. The Mr. Sparky 4th quarter is going to prove to be historic one way or the other. Lawton High has never lost to Deer Creek. 3-0 in the last 3 years since Deer Creek made the jump. They've also never started the year 0-2 in district play. Both of those streaks on the line right here. But first, a timeout. Taken by Coach Ryan Brees. We'll take one with him on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Phillips Music Company is now the largest and most complete music store in Southwest Oklahoma. They're excited to be your source for all Fender guitars and accessories, with band instruments from Yamaha and Conn-Selmer, guitars from Ibanez, Paul Reed Smith, and Siegel, the latest in music tech from Roland, Yamaha, and Line 6, and a great selection of recording hardware and software, all at the best price with great local service and lessons available on most instruments. Visit phillipsmusic.com to shop online or stop by. Phillips Music, 107 Southwest Sheridan Road.
Welcome back to Lawton High Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I'm Rylan Stiles, and alongside me is Joshua Sharam. And Josh, Lawton High facing a 3rd and 10 on a critical drive with 2:40 to go in the Mr. Sparky fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's a huge 3rd down in this football game. This Antler crowd fired up. They're only down by 3.
They're stomping around in the bleachers. The senior quarterback, Eric Wiley, under center. He'll hand it off. No play action pass. Going to keep it himself on 3rd and 10. He's going to cut it upfield and up into defender, but not enough for the first down, I don't think. We'll see what they call, where they mark him. They will give it to him.
Absolutely.
An inspired run by the senior quarterback.
It looked like that was Elijah Reyes that time, coming out of the backfield.
Well, the more
How
you
about
know.
that? On a 3rd and 10. Didn't see that one coming. Wow.
He said in the paper this week, the Lawton Constitution, that he likes to impose his will on opponents. He did that on that run.
That was a huge first down pickup with 2 minutes to go in this game.
Wiley under center. 1st and 10. He'll hand the ball off. Looks like Simpson on the carry. Nope, Christian Houston.
And you'd imagine Deer Creek would take their final timeout at some point to try and stop this clock.
Probably going to save that for 3rd down. This brings up 2nd and 6. Wiley waiting for the play call.
You can definitely take a lot of this time off, as that's what the Wolverine team's going to do.
Again, the play clock is not working on the field, so the ref standing by Ryan Breeze is probably telling them how much time they've got. We're creeping into the minute mark. And at the minute mark, Lawton High will take a timeout. We'll take one with them on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Looking for an opportunity to advance in the workplace? Republic Paperboard Company in Lawton, Oklahoma offers competitive wages as well as excellent benefits. Republic is a quality producer of paperboard products used in the manufacturing of gypsum wallboard with advanced technology and a committed staff, and makes them one of the premier paperboard companies in the U.S. using 100% recycled paper fiber. Republic Paper partners with many local organizations to build a better community. Go to republicpaperboard.com.
Welcome back to Lawton High Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I'm Rylan Stiles. Alongside me is Joshua Sherman on 2nd and 6. At the 1 minute mark in the fourth quarter, Lawton High is in victory formation. They'll take a knee there. Deer Creek has one timeout to burn, and they'll burn it right now. Excuse me. Actually, okay, they will burn the timeout. The officials point at the scoreboard operator as if they needed to add some time on the board. So that brings up 3rd and about 6 after the victory formation kneel down. There's only 50 seconds left in the game. Do you go back to that kneel down right here without any timeouts from Deer Creek?
Well,
Because if you punt it away, they still got time to get down the field and kick a field goal or score a touchdown and beat you.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you go back to like maybe a run, maybe like a stretch play or something. I don't think you want to go through the air. I think it's too dangerous at this point in the game to try and pick it up. So I think victory formation, I don't think will get you all the way there, but I think a run, at least you have a chance to try to pick up the first down and end it completely. But you can, as long as you stay in bounds, you can keep the clock rolling. So that's what I would do. We'll see what this Wolverine offense decides to do.
56 seconds remaining. 3rd and 6. Wiley not in victory formation, instead in single back formation. Coach Breeze went to the victory formation a little bit too soon. He'll hand it off to Houston. Houston lowers the boom and fumbles it a little bit late, I thought, but he was able to recover it if he did fumble it. That brings up 4th and very short. Clock rolling. 42 seconds to go in this one. I think you have to punt this one away because if they stop you on 4th and short, they're already in field goal range with the kicker that they have on their sideline.
Yeah, I think they're going to let this one run down like they've been doing. And
you can either call a timeout and send the punting unit out there, or just take the delay of game and put them out there. So instead, they like to call the timeout to put the punting unit out there. And with 13 seconds to go, Lawton High will punt it. That'll shave some time off the clock, depending on the hang time. But Deer Creek's going to have about 1, maybe 2 plays on offense.
Yeah, and you got to be careful of the punt return. Can't give up anything big. Gotta have a good contain here on 4th down. Give the ball back to Deer Creek, and your defense has played really well all night. I know they gave up the touchdown on the last drive and the 2-point conversion to put us in this 14-11 situation, but they have played well, and with 13 seconds, you like the odds of Deer Creek scoring that late. But it's football. You never know.
You do never know. Miracles can happen, and Deer Creek needs one right now. Lawton High, again, looking to avoid going 0-2 in district play for the first time in program history, and also looking to stay perfect against Deer Creek. This would push the winning streak to 4 straight years. So we await the teams to come back onto the field. They will right now. Again, you can catch this game or any game on the network on demand for up to a year, or you can purchase the game on the website to keep forever. You can also look forward to the swag shop coming out for Oklahoma Sports Network. A lot of good gear in there that you might want to get your hands on.
Interesting here.
High snap, rugby style, it's blocked! It's blocked, the ball is loose! Deer Creek will have it almost in field goal range.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
I have no idea why you don't just punt that away.
With 7 seconds to go, we'll take a quick timeout on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com. Feet. We use them every day, working, playing, and usually taking them for granted. If your feet hurt, see the professionals at Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic. They've been serving Southwest Oklahoma for the past 36 years, providing the highest quality care and combining the latest technology with old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. With 3 locations to serve you, Lawton, Duncan, and Altus. Call today or visit us online at swokfoot.com.
Top Notch Barbecue, serving up the best barbecue in the Southwest at 2012 West Gore, right next to Raymond's, with a variety of barbecue from sliced and chopped brisket, sausage, hot links, pulled pork, chicken, ribs, awesome loaded baked potatoes, and you can't forget about their famous cowboy fries. Top it off with a fresh, made-from-scratch dessert. Open Tuesday through Saturday 11 to 8, Sunday 11 to 3, Top Notch Barbecue, 2012 West Gore Boulevard next to Raymond's.
Welcome back to Lawton High football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. The Antlers have 7 seconds to get in field goal range with no timeouts and to kick a game-tying field goal. Pistol set for the Antlers. After a blocked punt, play action pass. They're going to go for it all, and it's going to be incomplete. 3 seconds remaining. He had his man, but that was going to be a go-for-broke play.
Yeah, and he had his man over the middle of the field. Couldn't quite connect with him.
And even if they did connect, Lawton High was all over that one, and that would have been the end of the game.
That would have been the end of the game. You're right.
You can't get up to the line of scrimmage that fast, but instead they'll try a long field goal.
This is a 55-yarder.
I don't want to scare you, Lawton High fans, but he was making these in warm-ups, but it's a different story when the pressure's on. Deer Creek's getting loud, which they shouldn't be doing for their kicker. Good hold, good snap. Kick is up, and it is good! It's good!
Wow.
We're going to overtime! An immaculate kick. He had the distance, he had the accuracy. Let's play some free football. Let's stay here all night.
Wow. What a kick by Deer Creek to tie it up. Wow.
And if you looked away from your screen when Lawton High was in victory formation, they took a knee on second down, ran the ball on third down, and then tried to have Eric Wiley punt the ball away on fourth down instead of their normal punter, and it got blocked. And that set up a close your eyes kick. Hope to the football gods that it goes in, and it did. And that's where we got to where we are right now, 14-all for an overtime period.
Wow. And we could hear the crowd. I'm sure you could at home as well. When that kick went through, they went crazy as Deer Creek tied this game up. We got overtime coming, our first overtime.
We've got overtime right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Purchase highlights and complete games from this broadcast by visiting oksportsnet.com.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. Today's goal? Create a cake masterpiece. What do you think? I should let an expert like Bronwyn help me. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. We know the right ingredients for your small business to succeed. See us for loans, cash flow tools, equipment financing, and more. Trust the experts. Trust Arvest.
No.
Watch Bronwyn create sweet art at our experts' website.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Barres, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Barres Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Welcome back to Lawton High football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. The two teams get ready for the second Splash Pools and Spas coin toss, this time in overtime. Splash Pools and Spas, let us show you the art of living well. The only captain out there for Lawton High is your senior quarterback, Eric Wiley, and he'll be making the call. He's had a very successful coin toss track record this season. Coach Breeze somehow wants an explanation on the coin toss. Seems kind of self-explanatory. You flip a coin, heads or tails, you elect your side. Nonetheless, buckle up because we're heading for overtime. So Deer Creek, I think, won the toss. They're celebrating like they won the toss. They did win the toss. They'll elect to defer and play defense first. We're going to go college style here. And at one point, Lawton High held a 14-3 lead late in the fourth quarter. We find ourselves in overtime right now, though.
Yeah, how things turn so quickly. We find ourselves in overtime. Tied at 14. Unexpected, especially when it was 14-3 at one point.
And the newspaper writer here in the press box packed up his stuff and wanted to get down and talk to the coaches, I think, and then he had to get his computer back out. I've had that happen before. You're writing a game story, and all of a sudden the game changes on you. I thought that this game was looking pretty good for Lawton High, but then, you have a disastrous last possession where you're taking knees before you need to take knees and trying to pooch punt it with your quarterback, and we get to this position that we're in right now. So the possessions will start from the 10-yard line.
That's interesting. A little bit different.
So you need 10 yards to punch it in, or you can elect to go for the field goal if you're not feeling risky today. But on 1st and goal, Devin Simpson's in the backfield. Wiley going to do a play-action rollout, surveying the field, throwing over the middle, and it is incomplete. Albert Baker almost made a play on it, couldn't quite do it. He threw it into heavy traffic, though. So 2nd and 10. Lawton High got the ball first to start this overtime period if you're just joining us. So whatever they do, Deer Creek's got to match it to extend or do them one better to end this football game on their possession. But first, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and goal. Handoff. Gains about 2, maybe 3 for Devin Simpson, but goes nowhere. That brings up 3rd and goal. They need 9 yards for the pay dirt.
This is a big 3rd down here for the Wolverines. First overtime.
This Deer Creek faithful has stayed true, and they're making a lot of noise. Lawton High's crowd, a little bit quiet right now as they should be as the offense is at work, but they have a good turnout on that side of the field, making the long drive up to Deer Creek. Devin Simpson in at running back. Offset shotgun for Wiley. Wiley dropping back the pass. Wiley going to try to connect with Chateau Reed, and it falls incomplete. Looked like he got pushed on that route, but no flag. No harm, no foul, and so that'll bring up a field goal situation for Lawton High. Again, if this kick goes through, Deer Creek's only going to need a field goal to continue this game. If they score a touchdown, the ball game is over. If they get no points, the ball game is over. But first, Lawton High has to make this kick. Elijah Reyes, your holder. Evan Wiley, your kicker. The snap has been the most difficult part for Lawton High all season long. This time, it's a good one. Good snap, good hold. Kick is shanked. It is shanked, and it is missed for Lawton High. When it rains, it pours, and all the Antlers need is a field goal, and you just saw him make one from the 40, so he'll probably punch one in from the 10.
Wow. Unfortunate for Lawton High. Really a bad offensive possession in overtime. Now they get the ball at the 10, and you really need a miracle here.
And we'll stay on this side of the field, which is also uncommon. Normally you still switch sides, but we'll stay at this 10-yard line. Again, untimed downs, 1st and goal for Deer Creek, only needing 10 yards to punch it in, but they also only need a field goal to win this football game. And they'll line it up right now. They don't want to take any chances. Again, he's made one from the 40-yard line. Coach Ryan Breeze will ice him here, which is a good strategy. But I'm not sure if there's enough ice in Antarctica with global warming to ice this kid off after he's made one from the 40. I think he's pretty safe at the 10.
Now keep in mind, one was blocked earlier today as well. So there's always that possibility again here in overtime, which would extend this game. You need it. This kid, like you said, he's got an incredible leg. We've seen it on display from kickoffs, punts, and a 55-yard field goal to send it into overtime.
He's been unbelievable. One of the best kickers I've ever seen at the high school level. You know, kicking, though, is 90% mental. And so the more he thinks about it, though, a kick from the 10-yard line comes a little bit harder. So he'll line one up right here on 1st and 10, 1st and goal. Again, if this kick goes through, this ball game is over. So here's for all your streaks. Deer Creek lining up to try to get their first ever win against Lawton High. But first, a flag. Encroachment against Lawton High. They just flat out lined up offsides according to the line judge. The white hat echoes his sentiments. Unbelievable.
Wow.
What started out as a 3-0 season is quickly turning into a 3-2 season, barring anything wacky on this field goal attempt. So this is for history. Deer Creek trying to upset Lawton High and win their first one against Lawton High. Good snap, good hold. The kick is almost blocked, but it is true. And for the first time in program history, Lawton High starts 0-2 in district play.
Wow. How about that ending? Almost got another block. Couldn't quite do it. Deer Creek is victorious on their homecoming night.
And Deer Creek celebrates as for the first time they beat Lawton High in their program history. They were 0-3 to this point and had never kept it within 3 possessions. But now, they've won it. And Lawton High will look to do some soul searching this week on a short week. Going to play on Thursday against Putnam City West in Lawton, Oklahoma at Cameron Stadium. And you will not keep them off the field tonight. Here comes the student section. They're going to storm the field. The biggest win in program history for the Antlers. And Lawton High is just dejected and stunned.
Game you thought you had in hand.
A must-win game, as you called it. They lost. So what do you do now?
Well, you gotta regroup, and it starts this week. Starts tomorrow. Getting things on track, and next week is going to be a very big week. And got a Putnam City School coming to town on a Thursday night, so hopefully you can regroup there and get a win next week. And that's going to be a big game for this team. I mean, every game's going to be big, but got to take it 1 week at a time, and that's what's going to be the case next week.
And we'll be back with the Burger King halftime show right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Becker Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and has been owned by the Raybon family since 1975. They're proud to be a part of the Lawton community and wish each school a safe and successful season. In football, direction is important, and a team relies on the coach. The same is true when dealing with life's changing moments. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. When it comes to measuring levels of service, there are other funeral homes, and then there is ours. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
Gardeners, a reminder from your friends at Bedrock Nursery. The fall season is upon us, and now is the best time to plant. Here at Bedrock Nursery, we have a wide selection of trees and shrubs, homegrown annual bedding plants that survive the winter season, hardy garden mums in all your favorite fall colors, and don't forget to bring the kiddos to pick through the largest pumpkin selection in Southwest Oklahoma.
We invite you to come visit Lawton's premier full-service garden center, Bedrock Nursery. Come see the difference at Bedrock Nursery.
And welcome back to Lawton High football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Lawton High for the first time in their illustrious program history, has fallen to 0-2 in district play to start the year.
Yeah, and really a game that you thought you kind of had in hand there in the fourth quarter. You're up 14-3 with about 5 minutes left to go in the game. I think about, was it 5 minutes left to go in the game. You gave the ball back to Deer Creek, and Deer Creek quickly gets a score. They get a 2-point conversion. It's 14-11, just like that, just in a matter of a minute. And then Deer Creek, Lawton High gets the ball back. Deer Creek gets a stop. And then kind of some confusion. You have a kneel down, you have a run play, and then you have Eric Wiley punting the ball on fourth down. He can't get it off, barely gets it off, kind of gets blocked. Deer Creek kicks that 55-yard field goal, and you go into overtime and can't do anything offensively, and that's your night in a nutshell.
Yeah, a disastrous ending to this game that started out great defensively and featured a weather delay. It just turned and snowballed on them in the latter half of the fourth quarter. But this is the Burger King post-game show. Burger King have it your way. Lawton High also for the first time in program history loses to Deer Creek. They were 3-0 entering today's contest and also had never been in a three-possession game with Deer Creek because they've just blown them out their entire series rivalry. But tonight, Deer Creek shocks the world, and Lawton High is going to lose their top 10 ranking in 6A2 and have to do some soul searching. Going to welcome in Putnam City West in a short week, and really, every week it seems like we're saying, okay, this is the week they're going to get back on track. Against Eisenhower, they still didn't look sharp. Against Deer Creek, they haven't looked sharp, and against Midwest City, they didn't look sharp. So next week is really going to be the measuring stick for Lawton High.
Yeah, it's going to be a game that they need badly. They need a win. They need a district win. They're 0-2. They're really behind the 8 ball, behind teams, and you still have Stillwater, Choctaw, Del City, all left to play. And you're 3-2 on the season, 0-2 in district play. So an uphill battle for the Wolverines to even try and make the playoffs. But we'll see what happens. It's a long season yet, only halfway through. We still have a whole another half left to go of this football season.
They've been a second-half team in terms of each individual game. Maybe they're going to be a second-half team in terms of the big picture of the season. You never know. But who's going to be your player of the game tonight for Lawton High?
Well, I think tonight, player of the game, tough game like tonight. Man, that's tough. I'm going to go I'll go Chateau Reed tonight. I think he had the big play, the big pass play down the middle of the field. I thought he that's really something that the Wolverines needed. Coming out of halftime, really set up that first touchdown to get on the board. It was 3-0 at halftime, and then you come out of halftime, get the big long pass. Chateau Reed. He also had a ton of other catches for first downs and such that really carried this team. So I'm gonna go Chateau Reed tonight.
Yeah, I think I got to go Elijah Reyes. He had a crucial interception at the goal line and also picked up a huge 3rd and 10 for them to extend the drive, along with some other big hits playing in the box at the safety position. But again, you can catch us again on Thursday in Lawton, Oklahoma at Cameron Stadium, welcoming in PC West. Lawton High looking for their first district win of the season. And so for Jarrett Bellflower, for Joshua Sharam, I'm Ryland Stiles. Be good and be good to one another. We'll see you guys next time on the Oklahoma Sports Network.